We are going to listen to your testimonies. You're going to inspire somebody. So yes, we are live on YouTube also. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. This is Dr. Lewis from the Health and Wellness Spot, as usual, your favorite doctor. And I'm here to pass all your inspiration messages, all your testimonies to all of us who will be live today. So tag that person who needs to be inspired. Okay? Dr. Americans pushing intermittent and such of something organic. Well, guess it's vitamin C. Actually, we'll talk about that too. I understand your story. So yeah, thank you for all of you who are logging in slow by slow, but perfectly. This is a channel that helps you unlearn and learn and relearn. This is a channel that questions your doctor. This is a channel that brings health to your doorstep. This is a channel that brings you all this information about new discoveries in medicine. It's a channel that does not treat people as patients and me or we as doctors. It's a channel that is interested in concordance so that your information and my information can come to par. We get an agreement and then we get an appropriate healthcare procedure on how to help you, both in drugs, medicines, and also dietary modification. But we understand that drugs are the last option in therapy, so is surgery. Therefore, we focus our interest on dietary modifications because we understand there is no condition that you cannot treat without boosting your immunity, without fixing your health in general. So, welcome aboard. Now, without further ado, if you have already your testimony, we will go straight into it. We will ask you to kindly request so that we can take you in and start hearing your story. So today I'm actually interested in nothing else but just stories, because that's what we agreed yesterday. We said that today, as they hold the Series Tuesdays, we are here to inspire someone through Testimonial Tuesdays. Okay? So inspire someone with a story, bring that misconception on board so that we can help you unlearn it. So that is what we are doing here. Basically, this is an interactive session. And yes, we will make sure it becomes as sweet as possible. So those of you who are rehearsing the English to just bring your testimony on, I'm waiting for you to come in. Somebody who said I have to reverse my English for the testimony yesterday. It's time, and we're going to do it in a better and the most appropriate way, so that somebody who will again land on this video and watch it maybe on YouTube after we've done with this will get to learn a lot from your story. Also, before I forget, tomorrow we are having another live, and that will be a lesson also. So, purpose to attend, share it as quickly as possible so that we can make sense tomorrow. We can also enlighten you through different, on different matters that concern health. So, tomorrow again, same time at 8 p.m. East African time, we are in the house to bring it down with the education. So this week we have been on Rampage. We have done 3 lives. So we start with Sharon. So kindly, if you're requesting to be on this live, don't come in to ask questions like different diseases. And most of you are, I don't know, there's so much information that I put out on videos on YouTube, but most of you don't like the long way. You want quick fix, you want shortcuts, instead of just going on my YouTube to see that. Yes, Sharon.
Hello, Dr.
Hello, Sharon.
Good evening.
How are you? Good evening.
I'm fine.
Where are you talking to us from?
I say thank you for I don't know, for inspiring me, and then what you have been teaching us. I took a lot from that, and so far, because 3 months ago I was diagnosed of type 1 diabetes, and I didn't even know where to start and what to do because they didn't even tell me how to go about it. So I started making researches on my own until I came across your video one day on TikTok.
Yeah.
Then from there I followed you on YouTube. Yeah. So before then my sugar level is always 300, 200 plus. I was like, what is this? How do I go about it? So I heard you teaching about changing your cooking oil.
Yeah.
Stop taking juices, and like I stopped a lot of things. It's really difficult to stop eating rice.
Yeah.
I had to cut it out, and then mention something about eating using, was it ghee?
Yes.
The olive oil, your cooking oil and all that. So I now have to change my cooking oil to olive oil, then eat more of proteinous food and the vegetables.
Yes.
So far, like, then with the intermediate fasting,
Yeah.
can you believe I actually stopped taking insulin? Because with the insulin, my sugar level was still like 200 plus. So I stopped taking the insulin. Like, as I'm talking to you right now, in the morning,
Yeah.
my sugar level is usually like maybe 90 something or 100.
So the question is,
then after
yes, continue.
After eating, it gets back to maybe 150. Then 1 hour later, it gets back to like 120 or 110. Like, because if you tell them in the hospital that you've stopped taking the insulin, they will find a way to convince you to continue taking the insulin.
Yeah.
So I just keep telling them that, okay, I'm taking the insulin, because I tried telling them twice that I've stopped taking the insulin with my diet and lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff is down, but they don't want to believe. They kept on convincing me. So what I keep telling them is that I'm still taking the insulin, and they are happy. Oh, with the insulin, it keep bringing the sugar down. I was like, okay, I don't even need to.
They don't know what they are talking about. So when did they diagnose you of type 1?
That was late June.
Oh, this year, right?
Yes.
And you,
because when I was pregnant with my first child, I didn't know that I had type 2 diabetes.
Okay.
So it was later when I gave birth to her, they told me that I had type 2 diabetes, but I should try to cut down on my sugar intake.
So you are not even born diabetic?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. So this was the first time. This was the first time you're using insulin.
Yes.
And did they say anything about your diet when they realized that you're diabetic?
No, they didn't mention anything, but they just told me to stop taking juices.
Do you remember the test that they did to you, apart from the random blood glucose? Did they do any other test?
They took my blood and they did some tests, and they said they saw, was it protein in my
urine?
I can't even remember what they said. Like,
okay,
because I'm here in Germany, so when they are talking, sometimes I don't really understand what
yeah, don't worry about that. It's okay. We're doing fine already.
Like, everywhere I see, like, even on YouTube, I'll be like, thank you so much, doctor, for like all your teachings. Like, some of us are actually paying attention. Please continue. Don't get dissuaded by anything at all.
Yeah.
You really saved the life, because I almost died when the first time they checked my sugar. It was 600 plus. And before then, I was losing energy. I'm always peeing. Like, I can pee like 15 times a day.
Yeah.
And I drink too much water, and I kept on craving for juices.
Yeah.
So after the whole thing, and it's not really easy piercing your body, like taking your sugar level like up to 5 to 6 times a day, and then injecting yourself. It was really painful and disheartening. But after the whole thing, I'm good. I'm good now.
So again, what was the instruction they gave you when they gave you the insulin?
They told me that, okay, I should be taking the insulin first. One is Nicola. They told me the amount I should be taking before I go to bed. Like, if my sugar is in a particular number, then I should take this particular amount of insulin. Then if it's still a little bit high, I should take this other type of insulin. So I was taking 2 types of insulin.
Oh, okay. So they told you. Did they tell you about the side effects of insulin?
No, they will never say it.
Because I'm glad that you dropped that insulin, because I want everybody who is here and diabetic and they're using insulin to understand that insulin is a hypoglycemic agent. So it will take your blood sugars below the normal level. That will send you into cravings. That's why these people start craving for food immediately, maybe 2 or 3 hours after taking an insulin shot. And that is actually making no sense, because And once it does that, it stores it as fat. So these people keep on adding weight. That's why number one side effect of insulin is weight gain. So for you to reverse diabetes, you need to lose weight. But we are giving you a drug that is supposed to add you weight. So what are we doing?
Well, I'm actually not overweight though, but
no, but you see,
I was going when they told me I had.
You see the new normal is that people who are let's say like thin people, they are the new fat because they have a fatty liver, so they are fat from inside, but they look very thin or lean from outside. Okay, the same people who like eating like literally everything because I am slim, so I can eat anything to just add weight. I have been slim for the longest period of time. Even if I eat a lot of food, I don't grow fat, so I'm okay. I have a normal BMI. Those are the people who have a serious problem.
I have been one of the people that are very conscious of what they eat.
Yeah.
But during this summer, I kept on because I like making homemade juices. So I was making more of my own juices. But I don't know what happened. It was, I don't just know. But at the end of the day, I'm feeling better. And then 2 months later, I realized that I was pregnant. So I had to stop the insulin, then cut down on my carbs.
Yeah.
And I'm good now.
I'm glad you're recovering. Keep recovering. Keep doing what you're doing. Introduce fasting also to help you hasten the process of fat burn and also the process of making your insulin sensitive. I really wonder why somebody can just grow into adulthood and then boom, diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. It's quite annoying.
When they told me that, I was like, okay, I don't know why it's type 1, not type 2. But on the other hand, I was not like, okay, because my father was diabetic and my grandmother from my mother's side was diabetic and my grandmother from my father's side was diabetic. So I thought maybe that was what caused it. But why is it that it's only me that is having that? I have 5 other siblings. So I don't understand.
Also, the reality is there's a 2% chance you can inherit diabetes. But the reality is most of us inherit poor diets and bad eating habits from our parents. We don't inherit diabetes. We inherit the epigenetics that lead us to diabetes. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm glad you're doing well. Keep winning. Keep winning.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Awesome. That is one win for us. Hello, Matunda Duke. How are you? That is a one win for us, and we love that. Next on the list has to be Lavin. Where is Lavin? Lavin, you've disappeared. So let's bring in King Bakari. Does metformin have side effects? Yes, there's no drug that doesn't have side effects. Metformin has side effects, and the major side effect for metformin is vitamin B12 deficiency. So diabetes causes peripheral neuropathy. So you might end up having those numbness and the burning feet, the tingling effects. But that can also be confused by a side effect of metformin. So metformin blocks the absorption of vitamin B12 and vitamin B6, and therefore you end up getting those tingling effects. Also anemia is part of that.
Okay, my question is kind of a bit different, apart from the diabetes part.
What is your testimony, first of all, King?
Okay, my testimony is about bilateral varicocele.
Okay.
So I was diagnosed by this kind of, I don't know what to call it actually. I'll be naive if I have the name. So I've been going to hospital over and over, and they keep on saying, oh, it's hernia. And I've been using money. Like, they don't want to say the truth until I went to this hospital. I can't mention the name. It's in Kikuyu. That's that area. I'm from Kenya, by the way. And most of them, they like playing this cat and rat game. They can't diagnose you with something that's straightforward. Yeah. And I had to go to this hospital. Therefore, white. Actually, I mentioned white because at least they're not money driven. I don't know. It's just, I don't know what to say actually. And then they told me, you know what? You have bilateral varicocele. And then the urologist, like, he didn't want to tell me straightforward. He kept on just going around the bush. I don't have to display. I was furious, by the way.
Yeah.
And they keep you. I've been spending money. I'm 22, by the way. I'm 22, and I've been spending a lot of money treating something that I don't even know.
Yeah.
And they keep guesswork. I don't know if it's guesswork or they just pretend that they don't know.
Yeah.
And it's so sick. Right now, I've booked the operation is on 6th of this month. I'm supposed to go and they need to cut them. They told me that it need to be cut out. It can cause infertility. So I wanted your views, like how true is this information? Because I'm even afraid, actually.
No, don't be afraid.
I'm
Don't be afraid
of waiting in that room because I know they might be messed it. They will mess it for me up.
No, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, okay? Because already you booked the surgery anyway. So there's no problem with you doing a surgery for varicocele. It's repressible. You can basically correct it by surgical measures, okay? So don't be afraid about it. The point is, how certain are you that is the right diagnosis?
Okay, that's the question. I don't know. I'm not even certain because I went to the hospital. I booked a radiologist. I paid my money, and then I'm still confused that maybe they're playing games with me because they're in the game. It's business. It's all business.
It's true. Business. I put up a post today on my social saying that most medics fail on the observation and listening part when they're doing their diagnosis. So if you're a good listener, you realize that you do not need so much information because most doctors think that because they are learned and they went to school to do medicine and they understand these things.
Yeah, they want to guess. Yeah, they want to guess these symptoms. I'm like, I feel this, and they will tell you, no, it is this. I'm like, I'm the one feeling this thing.
Yeah.
Why should you convince me that it's that? Yeah, like I've been pain. I'm like, I'm not experiencing that.
Have you paid a fortune for that?
It's like you are quarreling. Pardon?
Have you paid a fortune for that surgery?
Okay, they told me I'll do 50-50. Yeah, the NHF will pay 50, and I'll pay 50%.
It's always about your money and the insurance.
Yeah, and they want to come with a deal. They want to initiate a deal with you. I'm like, it's not a deal. Hey, this is my fucking life.
Yeah, it is health. Yeah.
I think it's a deal. Yeah, and it's crazy, man. And it has been baffling me for years. Like, why should you? I trust you with my life, and you want to play with it.
Yeah.
This is my fucking hell.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm wasting my money. I'm young. By the way, I'm too young to be spending money on doctors. By the way,
I understand your pain and understand how expensive. I understand how expensive life health can be, and it's very understandable. And I understand your pain actually, having gone through also the same thing. And I remember sometimes back, my father was diagnosed with an enlarged prostate. And this, I don't know what happens with the medical profession, that the higher you go, the more stupid you become. Because the urologist told us that we need about 500,000 for the surgery. I think 415 Gs for the surgery to remove the prostate. Then I was wondering, why are we going to remove this prostate just because my father has a high PSA and there's a suspected high testosterone also. So I'm wondering why is testosterone becoming a problem to a man? So dietary modification changed things for us.
And then I had to rethink, like, are doctors doing guesswork or they just know and they don't have to say the truth? And it's crazy. It gets crazier.
But you see, the reality,
most of the hospitals, the big ones.
The reality is doctors in this modern generation are under a pressure to, bro, have you ever realized when you walk into, let's say like Mchango or something, let's say a Harambe, and you're called by the title, Daktari, do you know the pressure that comes with that title? So you have to live to that standard of the car that you drive.
Also, you put on a show, you put on a character.
Bro, so you're living a fake life because that's not you. So the car that you drive has to stand for you. It has to speak for you.
Now I'm getting you, doctor.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Even in a group where they're doing something, they actually call you, hey, karibu sana daktari. Once they mention that name, you already have pressure. Now you have to live.
Now you have to prove yourself that you're a doctor.
Yeah, and now the only option that remains here is you have to press that client of yours who is the customer. It's not even a client anymore, it's a customer. You have to press them so hard that they have to pay consultation fee. They have to pay, I think, for the lab test. And once they realize you have an insurance cover, bro, the moment
it took me like
the moment they realize you have an insurance cover, that becomes a serious trap for you, because we know every test will have to double it.
Yeah, they have to draft a deal with you, like conceal. You'll say it's I don't know how much. I'm like it is not that much, but you say sign here.
Yeah.
I'm like this is not a deal.
Bro.
Why are you making this a deal? This is not a deal. Please, it's my life. Don't put money at it. I will pay you your money. But they're like, don't play with me.
I think most doctors are just living an average life because of being dishonest and thinking that money will solve their problems. And in real sense, bro, we are under an oath, and that oath has no money in it. The oath is always, actually 90% of that oath is for the benefit of the patient. So when we converted health from being a humane field to start being an industry, when we just change the health to be an industry, that's where we lost it.
It's like it's business now. People are doing business, and the big brands, like the big hospitals, they're like in business, like strictly in business. They don't care about you. You're the least person they should care about, actually.
Bro, I was sitting there and wondering, where the hell am I going to get 415 Gs for one surgery, which again does not guarantee that they will be healing. This is just a surgery for, we're just experimenting, bro. And I'm like, hey, 415 Gs is enough to feed me for a whole life.
And then the day that I got diagnosed by varicocele, and I was like, will I die? The first question I asked the urologist, will I die? And then he was like, why did you ask me that? I was like say it in my face, will I die if I not go to the surgery? And then he was like, no, it can cause infertility. And I was like, at what period of age can you estimate? And he was fumbling. I was like, no, please, you're questionable. So, I don't know. I will not book you again.
So he went ahead and sold you the fear. He went ahead and sold you the fear through the infertility thing.
The infertility, I was like, no, I'm ready. I don't care about the infertility part, by the way. I can stay like this. You know, I can stay like this.
The guy is...
These people like play with logic. Yeah, they brain people's brain. I'm like, you can't feed me.
The guy is talking like he's going to cut off. The guy is talking like he's going to cut off your testicles.
And it's so scary. You want to scare me into doing the surgery. And I'm better you can book right now. Book us right now. Right now, I can operate on you right now.
I am ready.
Right now, I came for consultation. I should go and think.
Busy wearing gloves.
I was doing that. I'm like, right. I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that. This is a fucking consultation. I must consult, go and think about it, make an informed decision, and then come back with a surgery. That's how it works.
You're already
but why do you want to skip that?
Hey, it's rogue out here.
And I wanted, what's the cause? I wanted to know what's the causes of varicocele.
Yeah.
The real causes. Now I want to narrow it down. Maybe I can tell my friends, maybe I can tell my family. Because it's crazy. It's new. Most people don't know it, actually. When you say, what's that? It's like something out of the blue. They've never even heard of it. Please, can you explain to me what's the causes?
Yeah.
And what can someone do to avoid this disease? I don't know if it's disease or a condition.
Yeah. You see, bro, we made it very intentional that once you are out of the medical school, you are like a super god. You're like a god somewhere. So that all other people are that side, you're seeing them from that side, and you're this side. And then it's like you have been bestowed some prophetic powers to prophesy what all of them are going through. You understand? So once we created that gap, and that's the reason why I have many problems, several problems. Those people who are fighting me are not you people. People who are fighting me are from my profession. Why? Because they know that when I bridge that gap, if I bridge that gap, and then the client gets to understand healthcare, and then they lose business.
Should I make you laugh like this? Serious as this?
Yeah.
If they want money, really, come on, if you really want money in this world, just be fucking honest.
Yeah.
The marketing is that. Market is done for you. You on a line, literally, people will line up for you and they will get money. Come on, pesa.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy now. Come on, people don't pesa, and then you treat me like shit. You can even go cut off my balls and say you're sorry, and it's done for you.
Did you? Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was yesterday. There's a lady who came in. I hope she comes in today again. There's a lady who came in. She has done 4 surgeries for a knee replacement, and now she's going for the 5th surgery for hip replacement. And the 4th surgery was a mistake. Just listen to that. Just listen to that. 4 surgeries for knee, and the 4th surgery was a mistake. And now she has to do a 5th one for the hip.
But because I think we should go to India. I think India is the best. Indian people, actually, because these people, when you sit down with them, okay, he's old. I like old people, by the way.
Yeah.
He's old, and then he's sitting there, and then you're explaining to him your problem, and he's be like, "How old are you?"
Yeah.
And answer, "I'm 8." And then he'll be like, "Do you work? Do you sleep? What do you eat?" I'm like, "Yes, I need these questions. I need to be asked these questions.
Yeah.
I need the men to be like, you are young. You should not overwork. You should sleep. You should drink. You know, that system. You don't just come here and start writing your bullshit. No." I'm talking at the cave for me when I walk out.
Sometimes,
sometimes
I don't even remember your face, but I am already writing a prescription. Why just tell me? Actually, the normal route is you walk into a consultation room. Then I say, "Bariako," you say, "Niko salama," and then the next question is, "Shida iko wapi?" So somebody once asked me, "What if the patient asks you, hata wewe daktari, shida yako iko wapi?" you start getting so mad at this person. Yet the real sense is this person did not just come here because they have a problem. They might have just come to consult about healthy living, and you're asking them shida iko wapi. So automatically you're treating them like a victim already. You know.
And it's true. It's true. And then you tell them the symptoms, and they will battle it, and they're fighting it.
Bro, the lab tests are always almost predictable.
I'm experiencing it. I'm not saying.
You will see a H. pylori test there. You will see a Widal test there. You will see a malaria test there. So basically, it's like I'm placing a bet. I'm not even sure, so I want to confirm my bet. So once you come back, and you know, like H. pylori tests, like Widal tests, all these are just scams because they will turn positive anyway. So when you come back, I already know.
I have H. pylori.
You see now. I already know. I can write you a kit. So I'm sitting there. I know already the pylori will turn positive. So I'm writing a kit already, and in that kit, I know I already have your 3,000. I'm writing you like augmentin. I know I have another 1,800 there. I'm writing you, instead of just writing you the normal paracetamol, I'm writing cipladone. So I already know I have your 1,000 there. And by the end of this process, bro, you have coughed 10 Gs for a condition that your doctor did not even know.
Like also, so like it's a gamble.
It's a gamble.
Like a bet.
Yeah, it's a gamble. You see, it's you who comes to me with symptoms. I am not experiencing your symptoms. It's you who has the symptoms. And therefore, when you come to me, I'm actually relying on those symptoms to place a bet. So once you start telling,
why would you bet on my fucking sickness? You should
what?
You should go to the box, read something. It's different.
But you see, that's the point. The point is we are so quick to send you to the laboratory, and we are not quick to ask you questions. And we don't have time to ask you questions, but we have time to send you to the laboratory. Because some people come with, do you know? Have you heard of hypochondria? Hypochondria basically means mental diseases. You're just thinking. You think about having HIV. If you've ever had a HIV scare, every symptom that you Google becomes present on your skin.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm young, and I'm battling many things.
Yeah.
And especially with mental health. Like apokichwa.
Yeah.
Like anxiety and depression, and you know, this is just your brain doing overwork.
Playing games.
Doing overwork, I mean the environment you're living in.
Yeah.
Playing games with my brain, and you have to I need to slow down now. And it takes a fucking doctor to say, no, sleep, no, eat, no. Yeah, and I do a thing, no.
Bro.
Literally, they're like, you're just taking my money, but you know my cause of my problem.
Yeah, because the simple things like telling you just to eat healthy diets, to possibly go to the gym and maybe just have a walk, meditate, the simple things. We are quick to write that antidepressant prescription. And do you know why? Because there's somebody called a medical representative. And a medical representative is always available in any hospital trying to sell a new drug. So they'll come with all these drugs. They don't mention any side effect. They don't mention, what they're mentioning is this is a new drug and this is the effects, is a new drug combination and the price is low. So the word is the price is low.
It's like the skincare industry.
Yeah.
The pimples. These people are making millions of a lie.
Bro.
Actually, I've tried all of them. I've tried Garnier, La Poche-Posay, whatever, big brand, small brand. I've tried all of them. Those will be from A to Z. They don't work.
And nothing is happening.
They don't work. They have the same side effect. It's burning sensation, and they're not ready to talk about it. If you complain, they're not ready. They're not ready for that. They'll be like, "What type of your skin?" Now they start narrowing it down. Maybe it doesn't work for you. It works for me. It works for you. No, you don't do gamble. Tell me this is it.
Now,
if it's treatable, I'll give you free marketing. If you want marketing, then I'll give you free. This one works for me. Please kindly take this.
Now,
it's free marketing. You need to do marketing.
When you start asking them those questions, what they do is they will hit you with a medical jargon. They will hit you with some form of diagnosis that if you Google, you'll be surprised. So once they hit you with that, they have already sold you fear. And before you even think about it, they are busy writing a new drug in town.
And it's crazy. Nowadays I'm positive. Right?
Yeah.
I'm positive about everything. About the things that I'm used to is not the reality.
Yeah.
Actually, you're used to this. You're used to the banking system. Everything is just a come.
Yeah.
As come and you need to sit down and look around you. As simple as that. That was because no crowding is not the best option for anything.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the health industry, bad. The banking industry, like the money system, bad.
Food industry.
Which industry is good? Which industry? Kumbe watu ni kutumia akili za watu to make money and then drop you there dying.
Yeah.
We people don't care. People don't care if you die. They don't care. They want money. This money imekuwa factor kila kitu. It has been factored out. Ikakuwa iko kwa hierarchy.
Yeah.
The people don't care about any whether ni religion ni pesa. Whether ni nini ni pesa. Now things like ni pesa. We're not safe. But thank you for talking to me actually, and I'm glad that nilipata post zako. I was like, no, I'm not going insane. This must be true.
But
because this thing, women is scam. They've been scamming me for years. They've been scamming me. They're doing guesswork ni hernia. It's not hernia. Oh, it's I don't know what. They're inciting me tube in my ass, and I was like, well, wait a minute. This thing that you're doing is too much. I go to Medicare. I go to, I don't know, the big hospital, the small hospitals. I'm like, I'm done wasting money. I'm done wasting money.
Bro, I really appreciate you for coming through. We can easily feel that you had something in your chest that you really wanted to get it off. And I'm glad that we gave you a platform to just do that so that you feel better about yourself.
Okay, thank you for having me. Bye.
Hey, man. This gentleman, hey, the system set us up for failure. So why would somebody, instead of just telling you, hey, how are your sleep patterns? Do you work out? When was the last time you walked barefoot? How is your job? How is your family? These things, observation and listening, that is the beginning of proper and adequate diagnosis. Not even in the laboratory. You take appropriate and adequate patient history. You get the diagnosis from that. Now you're even certain when you take this patient to the laboratory, you're going to do the right thing. Please, somebody here, I guess that doctor or something just posted here that we treat, God heals. That is a very ignorant way of looking at things. Nobody wants you to treat them. Nobody. If they had a chance to treat themselves, they would have done it. People want assurance. People want to trust the healthcare system. I appreciate some doctors, though a very few, are doing the most appropriate things. But most doctors and most healthcare institutions, it's all about money. So I'll have my job in a hospital, I'll still have my pharmacy outside. So I care about my pharmacy surviving more than I care about your health. So this brings a lot of problems to the healthcare system. We can hardly trust our doctors. How many of you have ever walked into a consultation room and came out without a prescription? How many of you have just walked into a consultation room, taken a chance, asked the doctors questions without a doctor sending you to the laboratory? How many of you have ever walked there, just asked questions about your well-being, about diets, and then walked out? It's not possible. There's always a medication or drugs attached to it because, yes, it's business as usual and you need to survive. Let's talk to Abby and then Patro. Let me prepare this list. Abby and then let me see. So we have Abby. Just hold on. We have Abby. We have Patro. We have Safina. And then Dibuseng. Then Mr. Quality Man. Abby. Abby, how are you? Abby.
I'm fine.
Hey, are you in church or something?
Yes. No, I haven't.
Please turn off your background. You can't listen to me talking at the same time you're trying to communicate with me. Turn off your background so that we can have a conversation.
Okay.
Yes. How are you?
I'm fine.
Did you have a good day today?
I'm good.
Welcome to the Health and Wellness Pod. What is your testimony?
My testimony is I want to know about.
Your testimony is you want to know about. Abby is not sure what she is here to do. Abby is not sure of what we are doing. She's just interested in knowing about. She doesn't know what to do. So yeah, we will move on swiftly. There's John here. There's Reno. There's Msomso. Hey, today people are so. There's Pato. So Pato, I'm going to you next. Yeah, it's Pato. Then there's Madiba Makori. Pato.
Daktari, how are you?
How are you? I'm good.
Yeah. Mine, I just wanted to say that, okay, I'm thankful that when I first saw your podcast is when I realized that I've been doing things wrongly because I'm a gym rat, by the way.
Yeah.
A real serious gym rat. I've been diagnosed with fatty liver and high cholesterol.
Mm-hmm.
And so for the longest, I had been put on Cresta for about a year and a half.
Cresta?
And every time I tried, Cresta.
How many milligrams?
I started. So the low one, I think that was
10 milligrams,
10
yeah, it's 10, yeah, it's 10, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so for the longest, and every time I used to know, I had never done the research on, what the statin does, because you're going to the top hospitals and seeing some of the best doctors, and you're taken to, and that I think the first time I was taken to a gastroenterologist or something, and that's the first person who gave. I'm about 5'6", and I leaned out by going to the gym. I told myself I'll try to lean myself out. So I moved on to about 70 kilos, 69, 70 kilos.
Yeah.
I still had the cholesterol. But then one day, I came and saw your I went, I decided to do a little bit of fasting here and there. Not really, once in a while, I would do some serious fasting.
Yeah.
So like the 16-8. Or I do a nomad on an odd day and stuff like that. Then, one particular time now I went for a cholesterol test, and it was 5.5. So I asked the doctor, I know the doctor, what doctor? So he told me, I want to put you on Crest. I told him, okay, are you still taking Crest? I told him, no, I haven't been taking Crest for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, to just check whether I'll be able to go back again to the normal level. So the doctor told me, something. Some things in this life, you just have to accept. There are things you're supposed to accept. So, apparently, it was like, it's a blanket thing that I was told, like, I'm supposed to go this thing for the rest of my life. I say that is not my portion. Now, along the way, I came and So I really got disgusted by that. I didn't even go to the pharmacy to pick up these drugs.
So in this case, what did he want you to accept?
To accept that I'll be taking statins for the rest of my life.
So he's now canceling you.
So
hey. Yeah.
So I told myself, you know what? There has to be some alternative to all these badness that I've been told.
Yeah.
Googling and everything, going to YouTube, I tried to learn about what cholesterol was all about. And that's when I realized, cholesterol is like you having a fire in your house, and then the emergency services have sent the fire brigade to come and put off the fire. And then when you come from wherever you are coming, when neighbors have told you come, there is fire, and you find the fireman fighting the fire, you think he's the culprit.
Yeah.
So I came and realized, what cholesterol was all about. And, I told myself, cholesterol is your friend, but it's only reacting to something that happened in your body. And then I found your cast where now you really explained it well, and you talked about, the foods that you're supposed to eat, the anti-inflammatory nature of, especially, and I have to say this, especially our cooking oils.
Yeah.
That there was where it was a clincher, because I had asked myself, why not? And cholesterol, we are told, don't even eat eggs.
Yeah? And the fatty meats.
Don't eat meat. Don't eat fatty meats. I was even told not to take salt.
Damn.
That my blood pressure might go up or stuff like that. And I was like, what? Here, I think I'll just be on a vegetable diet or something. But when I saw I saw one of your podcasts by chance on TikTok, and then after that I went and Googled, I YouTubed, and found the kind of alternative voices which are out there, but which I've come to realize have been really muzzled.
Yes.
There seems to be like a very big pushback against people like you, people like Barbara O'Neill or whatever, who are trying to give alternates to these things. That's the time that I really knew that we were in it's like a matrix which is out there just to fight this thing, kabisa.
Yeah.
And from the time that I got off from these seed oils, and imagine I went to tallow, complete tallow.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you. And I added my cardio, I added on to my cardio. I basically, my diet just basically changed. Eggs now I eat them, without even, I don't even give a hoot about, my ugali is the ugali that is chambulion from sharks, like mahindi, the real mahindi, nothing like sifted maize. Ile is the sifted maize meal that you used to love. It's out completely. And you can't imagine that I've gone back to normal. I'm below.
Bro, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. But these people are very smart. Let me just shed some light here a little bit. You see, this issue of cholesterol, these people are just so smart that they had to make it look like there are types of cholesterol. Cholesterol is cholesterol, bro. So they actually put in the syllabus there is HDL and there is LDL, and they told people that HDL is the good cholesterol and LDL is the dangerous cholesterol. But did you know that LDL and HDL are simply the carriers of cholesterol? So if you have LDL, higher levels of LDL in your blood, that basically means the liver is actually sending cholesterol from the liver all the way to tissues that are inflamed. And what is causing inflammation is sugar, wheat products, and seed oils. So LDL is just a carrier of cholesterol from the liver to the tissues that are inflamed. So actually the liver is trying to help you fix inflammation. So now the drugs are supposed to stop the liver from synthesizing this cholesterol, which is supposed to help you treat or heal from inflammation that you're causing your system already. Now somebody comes and tells you take atorvastatin or simvastatin or rosuvastatin to help to actually block the liver from synthesizing something that is helpful to your system. That is a crime. And then these people, 80% of your brain, bro, is cholesterol. All your cells are covered with cholesterol. Vitamin D comes from cholesterol. all your steroid hormones, the testosterone, the estrogen in women, and progesterone, are coming from cholesterol. So where are we going to source these things? Basically, we are creating a problem, and then guess what? We will come up with a solution. We will give you vitamin D supplements. We will give you sildenafil or the Viagra for your erection problems. We will give you a drug to boost your memory. We will give you Ozempic to help you lose weight. So there is always a problem being created, and then a solution comes in later on. Only that we don't even know these things. Look at the salt problem. They tell you that salt will cause you hypertension, and they have put it in the syllabus, something called the RAS system, renin, aldosterone, and angiotensin system. This is how they explained it. So they said, if you take salt, what will happen is you will absorb that salt, and then you will reabsorb water from the kidneys, and then your blood volume will go up, then you will increase blood pressure. Now, what is the function of these kidneys? One function of the kidneys is to excrete salt. So if you have failing kidneys, then of course salt will be a problem. And what is causing failing kidneys? Sugar and carbohydrates. Nobody's talking about that. So even the guy who wrote that, the Gaiton guy who wrote that, he actually said that salt will only increase your blood pressures by 1 millimeter mercury if you have functional kidneys. 1 millimeter mercury, bro. If you move from 120 to 121, is that really significant? And then he said, if you have dysfunctional kidneys, this is where doctors go wrong because they've never taken time to read the entire story. So he said, if you have dysfunctional kidneys, salt will cause an increase in blood pressure. That is very true. But nobody went in to read what is causing a dysfunctional kidney. So sugar kills the kidneys, and therefore you cannot take salt when you're taking sugar. So if you avoid sugar, you enjoy your salt. And at least salt can leave your body through tears, through the saliva, through sweat, through urine. How about sugar? Sugar cannot leave your body. If sugar leaves your body through urine, bro, that is glucosuria. That's a medical condition.
Yeah.
But if salt leaves through urine, nobody cares. So how did you end up demonizing salt for what sugar cost us?
You see, that's the thing, that's the explanation you never seem to get from these people. And I think it's just one of those things that you, at the end of the day, when you sit back and you think deeply, that's when you realize that I think that either these institutions have a certain amount of money that they must get from you or something, because I mean, at the end of the day, they need a repeat customer. I don't think that they want you to go and never come back and see them again. And it's also something that I was telling one of my gym guys, and I was telling them, we think we have a Kenya Bureau of Standards here trying to look after our own health. But I think our seed oil is amongst the worst, because that's I would like you the type of inflammation that young guys in the gym. And I was asking myself, why the kids nowadays are not made the way we were being made them days because we really used to go. I thought that we used to go through a lot, but then I think that a lot of the stuff that we have, it's really worse off than what we used to have in the early days.
Yeah.
So the kind of cooking oil that probably we had them days was far much better than what we are right now have. That's it.
Yeah.
Because you remember we used to cook. Our people was in jail. It was in a car and stuff.
Somebody who used to walk to the village with seed oils, a tin of seed oils, was considered very rich.
Exactly. and look at where when I'm having inflammation, you hear somebody, my knees ache, my elbows, you have, and I'm thinking, is there anything that you're taking? Oh, then you hear, everybody's out there, their own quack doctor there.
Yeah.
Wachakula my eyes, I think it's the eggs that are causing this. People are doing this, people are doing that, other kula protein, and I told them, this thing that you're even taking, these supplements that you're taking, and you have to put in daily. Try to cut off that daily. Number one. People do that too. How are we going to make it, Johnny, like in the gym, without putting on some of this stuff? I told them, you take what is natural. After all, you're not a competitive bodybuilder. You just want to be here for your health.
Yeah.
Just go the natural way. That is the main thing. Eat fish, eat whatever. Cut off the rice, cut off this ugali. Unajua ati amani ni ugali, ni kufinya ugali. All that kind of rhetoric that people have come to take to be the honest truth. People have to be, I think, reschooled into what is, and all I can be able to say is continue the good work that you are. I hope a lot of your stuff gets out to so many people so that they can be able to learn and be able to question it. Empirically, try this, because if you have no alternative and you're not getting a cure, try this alternative. If it works for you, then give the guy marks for where it has worked. And for mine, I have to say, after meeting you, I think I've progressed quite well and I'm thankful.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for coming through and sharing your story. And tell those people in the gym to stop eating bananas.
Oh yeah, they say bananas that it was to work out potassium.
Potassium, and potassium is good for the heart. And please tell them to stop eating bananas.
I was going to tell them I meant to be seasonal.
Yes.
But due to the scientific nature that we've been able to grow all these fruits, they were meant to be for a season. So kindly don't take them all the time. They're meant to be for a season. They were like a lot of the fruits I even came to learn were just for spring before winter came in, so that it used to make an animal pack on weight to go through winter, when the sugar levels go up or something like that. So, but now, you see, you can't be eating a banana every day. I see boxers in their bags. There they have a banana, and then after that, pula mandondo, and how many chapos, and then he eats like about 3-4 chapos. That's what they eat, But anyway, I will definitely tell them that bananas are not the way to go.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. It's a pleasure hosting you here. Yeah. So, guys in the gym eating bananas, taking energy drinks, sipping all those processed proteins and the creatine powders and stuff, you want to bulge. Why do you want shortcuts? Why don't you just live progressively? Again, fruits have fructose. So for those of you who are asking me, what is wrong with bananas and fruits? Fruits have fructose, and fructose is a sugar. It's a carbohydrate. Why would you go to the gym to lose fat and then load yourself with glucose, which is be converted to fat anyway? So fruits have fructose, and fructose is converted to triglyceride, which is basically fats. So it will give you a fatty liver. It will cause you a bulged body. It will be fat. And most of the gym goers, most of the gym trainers also, the likes of ugali man, they are fat with pot bellies, even though they lift very heavy. So they think they are well. That's why they die before 35 years. Most of them are on protein shakes. So fruits are useless apart from avocados. Okay, that is hard to be cleared. Number two, HDL and LDL are not the types of cholesterol. They are carriers of cholesterol. So HDL carries cholesterol from tissues back to the liver, and LDL carries cholesterol from the liver all the way to the tissues that are inflamed. So if you've been eating seed oils, wheat products, processed food, soda, energy drinks, and sugar, your system is already inflamed, and therefore it needs healing. So the liver actually plays that role by sending cholesterol to these tissues to help you heal. Now, that's the reason why you will get your LDL being high, and then they start scaring you. LDL being up is not a measure of danger, and not unless you have high LDL and you have high triglycerides. That is a problem. So do not overthink that. Do not ever think that HDL is a type of cholesterol. It's not. It's a carrier of cholesterol. Then doctors who keep on telling people that salt will cause you hypertension, you are lying to these people. You need to go deeper. Okay. Most doctors sat in a biochemistry class, but they sat near the window. They wanted the pass. They did not want to understand biochemistry, because biochemistry is one of the most difficult units in medicine and pharmacy. So they sat near the window because they just wanted that unit to disappear. And they did, at that moment in time, they did not relate. Why are we learning biochemistry, yet I'm just going to do surgery? Why am I learning biochemistry, yet the real sense is I'm going to dispense drugs? And pharmacists have slept on their jobs. Their work is just 2 times 3 all the time. And then they run to their pharmacies to sell drugs. Drugs are supposed to be dispensed, not sold. Dispensing and selling is not the same thing. Okay? And then atorvastatin will inhibit your liver from making cholesterol. Cholesterol is very healthy for you. You need cholesterol to survive. You cannot survive without cholesterol. So don't be afraid of cholesterol. Eggs have very good cholesterol. You need it for your brain development, for your nerve development, for your cells, for your synthesis of vitamin D and immunity and all this. So cholesterol can never harm you. Don't be lied to with that nonsense of cholesterol will kill you, and cholesterol and eating eggs will raise your cholesterol levels. You need cholesterol anyway, so why would eggs kill you? If breast milk has a lot of cholesterol and yet the babies are not given atorvastatin or drugs to lower cholesterol, what makes you think you are very important, you're very special? The baby feeds on cholesterol for 6 months consecutive, and they are never diagnosed with high LDL. A chick that comes from the egg that has that cholesterol, why is that chick not suffering from high cholesterol levels? Start thinking, start opening up your mind to these things. It will be easy. So listen to this in relation to this story. Evidence-based medicine, and evidence-based, I'm putting it in quotes. Evidence-based medicine is coming to mean based on consensus of a committee of experts. Hello? When you hear somebody asking you for your papers, for your research, that person is so brainwashed, he doesn't even understand that doctors are actually trained to brainwash the masses. We train a small number of people, we pay them, we give them titles, we use these people to brainwash the entire masses. So unless you unplug from the rectum of the matrix or the system, you'll never change a life out here. You will never change a life out here. So evidence-based medicine, when you hear the word evidence-based, when they sit on those tables and those policy-making rooms, and then they start saying, this is evidence-based, this is science-based. Evidence-based medicine is coming to mean based on the consensus of a community of experts. Just a group of people who have come to consensus, they now dictate how you should think by telling you this is evidence-based. And again, listen to this. Clinical reasoning is replaced by following a practice of guidelines. Clinical reasoning is replaced by following a practice of guidelines from one prescribed information bit to another. So most of us are just conveyor belts of misinformation. We are conveyor belts of misinformation. So most doctors, you have replaced your reasoning with guidelines. You cannot reason anymore. So when somebody tells you malaria, you're going to guidelines. Diabetes, you're going to guidelines. It's always about guidelines. So reasoning, our clinical reasoning has been overwhelmed to an extent that we don't reason anymore. What we are doing is we are using guidelines. Just the same way the phones came and changed everything. So we don't reason anymore. I remember when we were growing up, there was a mathematical table behind those books. So every pupil used to grasp that table, because anytime you are called by a teacher, you might never know. They'll ask you to recite the 9 table or the 8, 7. But when calculators came in, everything went south. So we stopped reasoning. So doctors just they're conveyor belts of misinformation because of the syllabus. The syllabus has a way of brainwashing you to just pass this information from one generation to another. That's why you keep on saying salt is dangerous, and you still argue about it without even thinking. If somebody asks you why is salt dangerous, the only thing that you have to defend yourself with is saying the RAS system. You know, we learned the RAS system, the renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system. That is what we learned in pharmacology. That's what we learned in renal pharmacology and renal physiology. When was that written? That was written in 1981 by Professor Gaiton. So when did you stop reasoning? So it's a big challenge to our doctors out here. Let's go to the next agent. Next person, please. Next person is Safina. So I'll follow that order. Since Safina has dropped, I'll go for Simati. So Safina is out, Simati is in. Somebody has said, Weka M-Pesa. Super chats. Why was I forgetting that? Super chats. Plus. Simati. On YouTube, I've pinned out that that contact in case you want to send us an M-Pesa. I'll also let me put it here also, pin it on TikTok. M-Pesa. Ikigonga hapa tunasikia raha, wacha tu. Let me see what we can do about it. Comment. Good. Let's pin that down. Health and Wellness Sport. That is my contact. I've pinned that M-Pesa number. So we will read those super chats when the time comes. Now, let me go to the next person. Simati has also disappeared. So we're going to Debuse. Is it Debuse or something? Debuse is out. So we'll go to Mr. Quality. Mr. Quality Man. Mr. Quality Man. Yes, Mr. Quality.
Hello, House. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm doing very fine. Talk to me, bro. What is your testimony?
My testimony is, when I was age of 11 years,
yeah,
I was sick. So I was living with my grandmom, my mother's mother. So she took me to the hospital.
Yeah.
In fact, when I go to the hospital, the kind of smell in there, at the entrance of the hospital, I told my grandmom that I'm okay. I'm not sick again. I don't want to enter there. Then she asked me that why.
Yeah.
I said, no, a hospital cannot smell like this. So I don't believe that these people can cure me with such kind of smelling.
Yeah.
Then, my grandma just hold my hand. She pulled me. I was crying, lying on the floor. I don't want to go to the hospital there. So she talked with me, and a certain man also just came along and talked to me. Young boy, this. So follow your grandma. I said, okay. So when we went to the hospital, those days, if you are going to hospital, you have to go with bottles so that you can take your drugs. I mean, your liquid medicine and all this kind of stuff there. So
yeah.
After the doctor told my grandmom that, okay, after me taking my medicine, she can buy me oranges and take and all this. And I said, okay. So when we came home, I told my grandmom that this medicine I'm not going to take because I don't see anything in the medicine because that place was smelling. And how could I take something from a place that is smell just to put it in my stomach? No, I can't do that. The orange, it's covered. So I love to take the orange. So since then, I started to eat fruits. You see? So, and when my grandmom started to cook, when the food smell, and it doesn't smell good, I will not eat. So that time also, in our village, there is a lot of animals there, and sheep and goat and all this kind of house animals. So I was watching them that how did this animal used to survive. Then I said, okay, then I will follow the way they eat. So I will start to eat the raw leaves that this animal used to eat. So I started pawpaw, coconut, all this kind of stuff, So, age of 15 years, then I asked myself, so why is it that you are getting into age 25, 30, 40, 50? Because I've been seeing old people that you will be starting to look ugly. Your teeth will start to look different. So how? So if I get into 30s, this is the way I'm going to see myself. 50s, this is the way I'm going to see myself. So no, then I need to do something. So I started to ask myself that for the first doctor on this earth, on this planet, who taught him to become a doctor? Age of 15 years, I was asking myself certain questions. Then I find it out that no, nobody taught him. He taught himself. So my body is my body. So I don't need to put anything into my mouth that will harm me for my health. So I have to be extra careful as I am afraid to go to the hospital or to be admitted at the hospital. I don't want to be there. Even at home self, I can't sleep. How much more that I will be admitted at the hospital and have a sound sleep? No, so I'm not going to do that. So since at the age of 15 years till today, as I'm talking to you, see this my picture, I took it last year. I'm now 61 years. I've never get sick before. I cook myself age of 15 years. I don't eat outside. Anything that I put it in my mouth, are supposed to be sure that it's clean and there's no any bacteria.
Yeah.
There's no any bacteria. And doing exercise, be hardworking, person. And also, the second thing that we're supposed to know that we, our head lies on our food and the relationship between we human being. So I try, because I've got the experience of being with people, being with relationship, friends, family, and all this. And so these two things cause us into a sickness. So almost about 25 years, I don't have, more contact with people because I've stayed aside because I'm a very kind person, nice person, but the returns are negative. So best thing for me to be alone, so I will not thinking of what people will do me and I will get sick. Secondly, taking care of my diet so that I will not get sick. So that is the way I've been treated myself till today. I'm doing more exercise, not to go gym. You go to the gym to build muscles. But if you want a good health, you're supposed to, do more exercise, bicycle riding, walking, and all these things so that the heart will beat normal. But people going to gym, you are not, training the heart. You are just training your muscles just to build up to become a macho man. That's all. Yeah, this is what I've been experiencing in life. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So, just one question for you. You said you're 61 kgs, right? You're 61 years old. Sorry.
I'm 61 years old, 2.5 months.
Ah.
July, August, September, October, 3 months now.
And what
I
is
became 61, 11 July.
What is your current body weight?
I'm 71.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your submission. Thank you so much for being part of us, bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, awesome. That was Mr. Quality. So next is John. But before John comes in, I want you to hear this. For every medical practitioner that is on this live, listen to this keenly. Mistakes in diagnosis are more likely to result from not looking enough than from not knowing enough. I repeat, mistakes in diagnosis. So anytime you make a diagnosis and it's a false diagnosis or a wrong diagnosis, mistakes in diagnosis are more likely to result from not looking enough than not knowing enough. That tells you your papers are none of the client's business. If you're not a keen observer and a keen listener, your papers don't make sense anymore. So this issue of wearing doesn't make sense at all. Your diagnostic mistakes will be made by not observing or not looking enough, more than you not knowing enough. And I understand as students begin to do clinical diagnosis, basically physical diagnosis, most students, as you leave that classroom and you get into clinical practice and you start doing physical diagnosis, you are literally overwhelmed with so much information from the syllabus that it impairs your way of looking and observing keenly. So you're so carried away with what you've learned and you want to put that syllabus into practice immediately. You want these patients to understand that you're a doctor. You want to show something. You are under pressure already to put the theory into practice. But on the ground, ladies and gentlemen, practice and theory, practice and theory. So most doctors will make poor or wrong diagnosis, not because they don't know medicine, but because they do not observe and they do not listen to their clients. And once any student that is coming out of this, students on internship and even doctors in practice, once you start listening to the patient, you realize that your supervisor or your lecturer is not the true teacher. The true teacher is the patient that you're serving at that moment in time. No patient will ask you to describe the gastric. I don't know. No patient will ask you to describe the central nervous system's physiology. No patient wants to understand even the nerves and stuff. So the real teacher in medicine is the one who is on the ground. Your client is the real teacher. Your supervisor does not make any sense anymore when you come to the ground. So for the last time, mistakes in diagnosis are more likely to result from not looking enough than not knowing enough. I rest my case. Let's go to the next victim. Let's go to the next person who is John Mukenye. Hello, Mukenye, how are you? Kindly move your mouth near the mouthpiece. We need to hear you.
Yes, I'm very fine, doctor.
Good.
Hello, I've been following you.
Yeah.
But I've just bumped into TikTok and found you on this live show.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to make, mine is not whatever, I wanted to make some inquiries.
Yes.
Is it possible to do it now of high blood pressure?
But it's not possible because today, maybe tomorrow, because today is a Testimonial Tuesday. We are just taking in testimonies from people and maybe shedding some few light here and there. So yeah, unfortunately today I might not be able to respond to your inquiries as much as I would have liked to give you the attention that you deserve. So kindly log in tomorrow, or you can use my bio. On my bio, there's my number there. Use my WhatsApp to do an inquiry. I'll be glad to help you, bro.
Tomorrow at what time? At this, the same time?
The same time we'll be here on live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then thank you.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome, John. You're welcome. Before even tomorrow, you can make an inquiry through my WhatsApp contact. So just text me on WhatsApp and we'll see how to help you. Good. Next one has to be Irina. Hey, if you're on TikTok, you've not visited my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Health and Wellness Sport, a super mini library. You deserve this information, don't you? You do deserve this information. So our intention is to bridge the gap between healthcare and the general public. We want you to understand healthcare so that anytime we try to treat you, you understand what you're going through and how you're being treated. And if at all these drugs are helping you, you take a sane and bold decision to take them. King Kasim, Doc, are you on Rumble? I tried to log in on Rumble and it became a little problematic. I understand. I'll actually join it as soon as I can because I know it's only a matter of time before they get to my neck. What is your YouTube name? My YouTube name is Health and Wellness Sport. So I know. They actually shared some videos of mine here on TikTok. They are so weird on YouTube. They limit. I actually did an experiment, just talked about against masturbation, and they limited the number of people who viewed that video. They also limited monetization. So I realized, so this is how they control their algorithms. But when you talk, actually right now, if you go on any platform and just type the negative effects of masturbation, you will not find anything. But Google masturbation in general, they will bring you all the positive effects. So it becomes a little annoying. But again, we are here to pass the information, whether they like it or not, we will do it. Sorina dropped out. Msomso. Let's hear from Msomso. Msomso, kindly hold on before you talk. Let me respond to something here.
Okay.
Somebody asked on YouTube a question that is called actually Lifestyle Eye by Neguib Shaban. So he said this. I hope he's a he. Okay, so let's say they said this because now they a quick question, bro. Ugali has been there since our forefathers. If it were not good for our health, how come they were healthy? So yes, let me respond to this question before we continue. Now, ugali has been there all through, yes. But ugali has zero nutritional value. That's for real because ugali is basically a carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are not essential for our health. However, you cannot, first of all, compare this modern generation to the generation of our old great-grandfathers. It's not making sense. That is one. Because they used to walk long distances. They used to cultivate farms. They never used to sit down with a remote. They never used to sit in offices. They never used to eat all the time. They used to go to the land, to the farms, and eat their first meal at 11. Then they come back from the farm. They milk the cows and stuff, and then they eat when the sun sets. So you cannot compare the two. You sit there with a remote, changing stations. You're on Netflix. You drink alcohol. You eat processed foods. You eat so much. You eat more than 3 meals a day. You still snack in between. You don't fast. They did. You eat more than fruits. They have fructose. They cause your fatty liver. You add on ugali, and ugali is much bigger than your protein and your vegetables. So you enjoy your ugali, saying this is energy. You don't take those energy to the gym. So how can you even compare yourself to your great-grandfathers? They were healthy, yes. Are you healthy right now? You might be 20 and you're having erectile dysfunction already. You are 25, you're suffering from the diabetes and hypertension. We see children at 9 years old having type 1 diabetes. How do you say about that? How about that? Because during those days, children didn't have diabetes and hypertension. So how comes now our pregnant women are suffering from this? Pregnant women used to deliver even in their homes because they used to walk long distances. They used to cultivate farms. They used to eat raw food. They never had these seed oils. So comparing this generation and the previous generation is totally screwed. Can you share your thoughts on the benefits of autophagy? I've done a video on autophagy. You can do that. Captain, autophagy is a video on my YouTube talking about fasting and autophagy. It talks about actually autophagy and Anto. So you can look for that video and you'll understand basically the benefits of autophagy. Yes, who is this? This is Musomso.
Yes, Doc.
How are you? I'm doing good. How was your day?
Good.
Yes. Talk to us.
Yeah, on Sunday, I heard that today we have a Testimonial Tuesday.
Yes.
And I had to run to get myself weighed because last time I told you I had not weighed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my testimony today is about my weight.
Yeah.
Last week I gave out my testimony and my experience
with the pregnancy
in the hospital.
Yeah, I remember.
Yes. Yeah, so you asked me about my body weight, and I told you I hadn't weighed since I started following you 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So yesterday I went and weighed, and my testimony is that I am 8 kgs down. Yeah.
It is not easy to lose even a single kg. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not.
Kindly continue sharing your story. Let's listen to you.
Yeah, I was 83 before I started listening to you.
Yeah.
So yesterday I went and weighed, and surprisingly I'm 75 right now.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm still pressing on. No turning back.
Yes. Once you start getting benefit, we can even feel your energy already. That you can't believe you've shed 8 kgs. You can't even believe it. And it's happening to you already. And you know your body has already adapted to burning fat. So you'll continue losing that weight. Trust me, you will continue losing that weight.
Thank you so much. I just don't know what to tell you. I'm so happy. From yesterday, I'm just feeling excited.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling strong to move on.
And don't listen to people. Don't listen to people, because I remember the first time I lost weight, I was 102, so I lost all the way to 78 kgs. And I had all the statements that this world has ever had. I was told I stepped on the wrong wire, if you know what that means, the translation in Swahili.
Yeah, I know.
I was told I am depressed. I was told my job is stressing me. I was told there's somebody's daughter who is stressing me. I was told all these sorts of things. And I was told, and actually the first person who actually was so happy when I had put up all this weight was my mother. And my mother told me, now you're doing very well. You know, now you are the daktari. Because now I'm walking 10 meters, sweating profusely and panting. And I'm wondering, why is she telling me I'm doing well and that this job is doing me well? I was like, So I lost weight, and she was so surprised because she told me, do you know God has given you a good body? Now, why are you losing weight? It's God given. If God gives you something, take it and say thank you. I'm wondering, God gave me this body to maintain it, but I wasted it. So why is she telling me that? So I realized there's so much noise that can come all over in your ears, and you start buying it. Start thinking, hey, by the way, people are thinking, I've lost so much weight, I might be suffering from a certain condition. Then, boom, you're depressed.
Yeah, I'm getting that already. My house girl today told me there's a neighbor who asked her, kwani mzee wake ameanza kumtesa huyu?
There we go. There we go.
Juzi tu amepata mtoto alikuwa mnono.
If you don't have that strong will within you, you start thinking, hey, maybe they are right. And now you're busy looking at your mzee and wondering, when will he start this fight? You're expecting a fight from mzee, actually.
Yeah, so those negative vibes are there, but we won't listen to them.
Yeah.
We are pressing on, we are preaching the gospel. I have already recruited 2 of my friends. So they are following the healthy keto. And another one, just 3 weeks ago, she told me she has lost 3 kgs.
You can imagine that. In 3 weeks, 3 kgs down.
3, yeah.
And these are people who maybe they have never lost a kg.
Yeah, she has always been overweight and eating a lot of fruits and the uji powers, doing a mixture of cassava and doma and whatever. So I told her to stop. And she was like, hey, your doctor must be crazy. Fruits, how can I eat fruits? Then I told her, just try. So she called me and told me she weighed and 3 kgs are down. So she's doing well.
Thank you so much for spreading that information to them. Make them understand it deeply, because I understand very well. And just like somebody said here, our African culture has made it, has justified obesity in the name of tajiri, chairman, kiongozi. So when you grow fat, they actually give you more respect because they now think you are using your money.
Yes, they start thinking that now you are getting rich every day. That's why you are growing big. Now you have money, you have a good lifestyle.
But you see, the problem is
that is the mentality.
Yeah, the same people will not spend a shilling in your WhatsApp group when you want to go for that liver transplant. They will not spend a shilling. They will actually say, we told her to lose this weight, she did not hear. Now see, because they want to spend their money on their own investments, and you're there with the WhatsApp group trying to solicit money for your medical bills. Nobody cares about your medical bills. You care about your own. So they are the same people who are telling you that kiongozi and stuff. They will actually say, sisi hatuna, we don't have it. So if kiongozi wants to go to India to do a liver transplant, let him go. We don't have money to do it. We don't have money to give to him. Actually, he's the fat one here. So being the fat one here, you're supposed to cater for your own bills. So they'll use that fatness as an excuse to run away from giving you a shilling for your medical bills.
Very true.
Yeah.
That's true, Doc.
So
okay, I talked about my issue with constipation last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would like to just revisit it and tell people maybe who are not here last time that whatever you are telling us and following whatever you are teaching us is working.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I was constipated. Imagine, and that time I was going through that. I was even sent for an MRI at a very famous place in Upper Hill.
Yeah.
And it's very expensive. And I was told, man, you have to check whether it's cancer. I was very worried. I went for an MRI.
Yeah.
And it turned out there was nothing. So 3 months down since I started following you, I am so well. And I'm feeling my body is so strong.
Yeah.
I'm feeling lighter. I'm feeling good. I had allergies. The allergies are gone. I'm just feeling good. Thank you, Doc. You're doing a good work.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for passing by and sharing your story. This is appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah. So for the sake of those people who are constipating, whether chronic or acute constipation, listen to this. The reason why you're constipating, specifically for those people who have started healthy keto, is because of the vegetables. Those who are still eating wheat products, seed oils, now you still have a long way to go. But if you've started healthy keto, or you started the dirty keto even, but you're trying to lead a healthy life, and then you end up getting constipation. What you need to do is, one, you need to reduce your vegetable intake, because if you take vegetables every day, that is a lot of fiber, and the gut bacteria feed on fiber. So in your stomach, we have these bacteria that feed on fiber and then break it down, help you digest it, and then after that, they give you maybe vitamins, and they help you absorb that fiber. So when you feed these bacteria so much with vegetables and the fibers, they get overwhelmed, they overfeed, and once they overfeed, they relax. They can't help you break down more fiber. So you start getting these bulky stools, you start getting constipation and stuff. So the only thing you need to do is, one, reduce your vegetable intake to 3 times a week. Okay, that is one. Number two, in your drinking water, add salt, because that will help you rehydrate adequately. Don't be lied to that taking too much water will now dilute the stool and it will ease your constipation. This tube is not a hollow tube that you just pour water and then water goes to the rectum. No, that water will be absorbed. So for you to absorb that water, you need salt. So add salt to your drinking water so that it goes into the system and you get adequate hydration. And then also salt activates bowel movements, that peristaltic movement of the intestines, and then you'll pass out your stool. But if you continue taking water that has no salt, you'll flush out electrolytes, so you'll get even in more constipation. Number two, water does not move all the way from the mouth all the way to the rectum to dilute stool. That is not possible. Good. Who else is here? Let's see. What amount of salt? You take salt. Your system has a way to regulate salt. Number one, you cannot even put so much salt in food or what. Just put a pinch of salt in a glass of water. You don't need that water to taste salty. Just put a pinch of salt. The body will take that and then reabsorb the water. So don't worry about how much salt. Those people who take 8 glasses of water every day or 2 liters of water every day, that is a waste of time. The body communicates. When you're thirsty, take water, add salt. Simple. Next is Madiba. Where's Madiba? Yes, Marty.
Hi, you.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
Thank you so much for coming through. What's your story?
Okay, I have a lot, but I really don't know what to talk about today. But I think first of all, I've lost 13 kgs. I think I was 63, but right now I've tried to, for the past 4 months I've been 50 kgs.
Did you say 13 kgs?
Yes, I was actually 63 before I started this journey.
Wow. Hey, that is a lot of weight. We celebrate you. How are you feeling so far?
Yeah, it's such an amazing feeling, because though as much as I was really facing opposition, people feel like I'm going through some serious issues, but I actually feel great. It's a very beautiful feeling.
There we go. There's somebody always trying to fight health. Somebody somewhere, always. That is so much weight in. Hey, congratulations. I can't express my happiness anymore. How did you come in contact with our content? Or did you just experiment with stuff?
No, I didn't experiment. I've been actually experimenting before I came. I think before I came across your page, I had bought so many concoctions, so many any those drugs that actually give those shortcuts. I had tried them, but they were not working. So I think there's a time I came through your video on TikTok. I went through it. Then I just started adjusting pole. Then with time, I realized it was actually working, and that is how I just got into your videos so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing that and trusting our information. I've come to realize most people who benefit from our issues or our health talks, actually they're just people who try to experiment what we are doing, what we are saying, and then boom, they realize, this is working, and then here we are, 13 kgs 4 months down the line. This is so amazing.
Yeah, it is. I think I've just adjusted to an extent. Whenever I try wheat, whenever I try something like rice, like my system completely refuses. I can't do it completely. I'll feel so uncomfortable. Like, in fact, for the first time I had pimples. I have never had pimples in my life, but I think I tested chapati sometime last week and it really worked on my skin.
The body punished you.
It really punished me, yeah, it did.
Do you find any challenge having to live on a carbohydrate-free diet?
No, I don't.
Yeah, because I don't know where these people. Yeah.
No, I don't because I think in fact most of the time I only. So you'll find that, and in fact, I think the body is not even used to eating to an extent that sometimes I just eat because I have to, but most of the time I don't even feel like eating.
Yeah, so hunger is an issue to you, right?
Yeah, it's not an issue at all.
Good. Do you know carbohydrates? Yes, continue. Okay.
Yeah, the nature of my work, most of the time we work in hotels.
Yeah.
But trust me, when I see people serving, I'm never tempted at all. I think that is the extent which I don't. I see people eating pilau, chapati, and all that, but I don't have those cravings at all.
They're just feeding their dopamine addiction because chapati is very good at giving you dopamine addiction, and the mchele too, and the rice. So it becomes so addictive that, by the way, carbohydrates are classified as the hunger foods. So the more you eat them, the more you want to eat them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so it becomes a serious problem. Now that you've achieved your health goals already, you can simply introduce complex carbohydrates slow by slow. The beans, the sweet potatoes, the plantains, the green banana, basically the green bananas, the arrowroots. So slow by slow, as you enjoy the pumpkins and nuts, you will have tremendous health, and you will actually save a lot of healthcare costs.
I remember I told you I had umbilical hernia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to the hospital actually, and the doctor was like, the only solution, I have to go to theater. Wow. So I remember I think I had been booked in a week's time. And then I think I went through your videos, and I remember in fact when you go through your videos, I kept on asking you about hernia all the time. So I think I just got to a point when I talked to you, you told me to just adjust the diet and all that.
Yeah.
So eventually that thing disappeared because it used to be so bad. Whenever I could eat, it could swell around my navel. You could just see something have swollen.
Yeah.
So, but with time, it completely disappeared. So I remember the doctor kept on calling me, Simati, unachelewa, you need to come. That thing is very dangerous. You can't carry a pregnancy with it.
Yeah.
And I was telling him that thing disappeared. I no longer feel it.
And now he was all over trying to feed you with the fear of the pregnancy and stuff, so that you go back and do a surgery, and then boom, your money is gone.
Yeah, he really insisted. He told me it is very dangerous, and he used to tell me wherever I feel discomfort, I take Actos. So I used to have Actos in my house. I could chew them like sweets. So anytime I could feel that discomfort, and by the way, it was just food, because most of the swelling came after I've eaten.
Wow.
It used to be so painful, I couldn't even stand. But now, anytime I felt the discomfort, ningemeza tu hizo Actos. I could take in a day, maybe I could take even 10 or 12 Actos.
Wow.
Just to ease up the pain. But I don't know why it disappeared completely. I no longer have that swelling.
One of the most useless inventions in medicine has to be the antacids. Antacids make the situation even worse. And specifically those Actols. What they do is they basically neutralize your stomach acid. Now that stomach acid was intended to be strongly acidic and be present in the stomach in that amount. So anytime you neutralize that stomach acid, what you're doing is, first things first, you start getting regurgitation of the stomach content back into your esophagus. Because when the stomach acid is highly concentrated, it closes this cardiac sphincter, and therefore nothing comes back. Number two, when you have a strong acid in the stomach, you will never get these choleras, these typhoids, this H. pylori, because the reason why it's there is to kill any bacteria that is coming in through food, and even viruses. Any microbe that is coming in through food, that HCl kills it. Number three, there are bacteria that survive in an acidic environment that cannot survive in a basic environment. So bacteria that can survive in the stomach, even if they are minimal, they live under a very strong acid environment. And therefore, if you neutralize that stomach environment, you kill them. Now you start introducing bad bacteria that survive in basic environment in the stomach. That is how we end up getting all these gastritis and chronic conditions. And that's why I tell people who have ulcers to start fasting. Please, if you have in your house, if you have any antacid, any gels, any suspensions, any drugs to help you cure the PPIs, proton pump inhibitors, the omeprazoles, it is time for you to just keep them away and start fasting and editing your diet. It is that simple. Please listen. Don't use those drugs because those drugs alter the environment of the stomach. And in men, if you're using PPIs, the omeprazoles and the kits every time for the prolonged period of time, just remember there is also a proton pump in the testicles, in your gonads. That proton pump is also inhibited by the omeprazoles. So therefore, you'll have a problem with sperm quality. So you'll have problems with fertility. So please stay away from these drugs as much as you can. Simati, I can't express my happiness. I just can't. It's too much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Doc. I thank you. I think I have the hugest testimony. Thank you so much. I really encourage people, like I've been sharing your videos everywhere. And I know friends that have stopped taking those diabetic drugs.
Yeah.
I know of a friend of mine who was actually, I think who had, what is it called? Those arthritis or something.
Yeah.
And actually, she has also been following your videos diligently. And she told me, I think for the past 2 months, she hasn't taken any painkillers.
Yeah.
So you are really of great help.
I appreciate that. Kindly keep sharing our information. Don't give up. Don't even change. Keep on pushing what you're pushing and just ignore the noises. Because I know you'll be told a lot of things. You'll be told now you're slim, slim ladies cannot carry a pregnancy, or it will be overwhelming. Fertility issues, giving birth will be a problem. Do not listen to those noises.
No, not at all.
Good. We celebrate you here on the Health and Wellness Spot. You're a champion.
Thank you so much.
These are the testimonies that I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Every other time. This is a person who just saved herself from a surgery. A surgery that is useless, a surgery that nobody is treating the cause, everybody is focusing on the symptoms. When shall we stop focusing on the symptoms of disease and start treating the cause of diseases? There is no disease that cannot be treated through dietary modifications. That one, take it to the bank. There is no disease that cannot be treated through dietary modification. None. All of them. Boosting your immunity requires dietary modification and fasting. Fighting diseases requires immunity, boosted immunity, and that is basically that. Yes, Salt Black.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
I'm glad your name has salt in it.
Yeah. That is bad.
How's
Salt has helped me a lot, Doc.
Yes, sir. Please bring your mouth near the mouthpiece.
Doc, I'm now 99.8 kgs.
Yes, sir.
From 120.
Please repeat that statement.
99.8 kgs.
Yes.
From 120.
Wow, bro. Hey, bro. Say what, bro?
And recently, I went for my cholesterol test.
Yes.
Initially, my ratio was 6.82, and currently I'm at 4.0.
Damn. No drugs, bro.
I've been through this hell. I've tried so many drugs, but they never worked out. But since I started following your channel, things have changed.
Bro.
The only biggest loss I'm having.
Yeah.
All my suits I cannot fit. So my wardrobe has changed.
The wardrobe is gone.
My wardrobe is gone.
I suffered that too, bro. I went from size 40 of the waist all the way to size 32, bro, in 3 months. That was a struggle.
Yeah, I was from size 43, I say. Now I'm on size 39.
A man just saved himself, bro.
The sugar has disappeared. I had also also uric issue disappeared. I used to have, they call it arthritis. I used to have some, it's called gout.
Yeah.
My gout is gone.
Just like that, bro.
Nowadays, I'm a very comfortable man. I can wear shoes. At times, I used to wear open shoes because I cannot wear shoes.
Mm-hmm.
People used to say, oh, what's happening to you? Are you getting broke? Is there anything? They don't know what I'm going through. I've lost some friends, but it is worth it because we used to have friends who used to go and eat dirty.
Yeah.
Go and drink alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of that.
Yeah.
And say, yeah, I'm saving a lot. And I'm doing fine. Somebody asked me, oh, why are you coming? Why are you losing weight? I always tell them, maybe so like slot that you get a lot of kg so that you can sell a lot.
There is no meat on me.
Yeah, there's no meat on me.
This guy.
I visited Kenya 1 month ago.
Yeah.
My mother was shocked.
Bro.
My mother was wondering, is there anything happening between you and your wife? Do you have a problem? I told them, the problem was the weight. I've just solved my problem. But Doc, really, you've helped us a lot.
Damn.
I tried so many things in life. Medicine, life, gym. I came to believe that gym is for you to keep fit. It's not for you to lose weight.
Period.
Yeah.
Bro.
You want to keep fit? Go to the gym. But if you want to lose weight, if you look at my kitchen nowadays,
yeah,
you'll find tallow, ghee. Yeah, I dress my salad with olive oil.
Yes.
This thing has changed my life. Even if I go to visit a friend or I'm going somewhere and there's something to do with food, I'm stupid enough to ask which oil.
We are here to become stupid. Let's be that native.
So they look at me and think, this guy, what do you want us to cook with? I say, man, if you cook with this kind of oil, sorry, get me something like boiled, maybe boiled.
Yeah.
I do a lot of bone marrow.
Yeah.
Boil a lot of soup.
Mm-hmm.
I eat fatty beef. I love beef.
Yeah.
The doctor was telling me, don't eat beef, don't eat fish, you'll get purines or what. Nowadays, I'm enjoying my fish, I'm enjoying my beef. I'm a happy man now.
Hey, bro, yani, hey, I knew these days will be crazy, bro. Damn, you deserve a salute, bro. Hey.
So, guys, those who are not listening, they're asking questions which I don't. There are some questions people ask. I say, guys, can you just go to YouTube channel?
Yeah.
For your YouTube channel, you'll get everything that you need to do.
Yeah.
And it's very easy. It's not something that is complicated for you to follow. Some people tell you, oh, take this medicine. If I show you my drawers here,
mm-hmm.
I have lots of medicine that I've never used. And you've made me develop this mentality that medicines are not for me.
Yeah.
For the last 6 months, I've not taken the medicines. I used to take this H. pylori kit. I used to take, I have a lot of Gaviscon. I have around 4 bottles of Gaviscon in my house, but I've never used them.
Hey.
Since I started watching this channel, I've never used them. They're here, they're almost expiring.
Good memories.
Yeah. So I just look at them and say, oh my God, why did I not meet you 10 years ago? Because the weight I'm having now is the weight I had maybe 2012.
Yeah.
Those are 10 years, 11 years ago.
Bro, you can imagine, and that's just shut down in less than, in months, bro.
Yeah, 6 months, I'm good to go. Fruits, I used to eat lots of fruit. I'm saying I'm living healthy.
Yo.
Nowadays, if I show you my kitchen, I have lots of avocados. Lots. That is what I eat.
Yes.
When people tell me, oh, your fruits are good, I say, thank you, man.
I have my avocado.
Yeah, avocado are my fruits.
Bro.
Here we are finding them very expensive, unlike Kenya, but they are worth it.
Bro, you see, the point is, people think when I tell you to eat healthy, I'm starving you. you will realize there's so much to eat when you're eating healthy diets than there is when you're eating unhealthy diets.
Very correct. Very correct.
Bro, I celebrate you, bro.
You know, when you there's a confusion people get when you say that you eat a green banana. They do not understand. You know, there are some bananas which are ripe and they're green.
Yeah.
So people think that these are the bananas that you're supposed to eat.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we have bananas that are green, but they are ripen. So people think, no, I can eat this one. The doctor say you can eat green banana. No, this is not the thing he's saying.
That's the reason.
Bananas
that's the reason why I realize when you tell somebody green bananas, they ask you, you mean plantain?
Yes.
Now I understand. Okay, yeah. By the way, thank you for that correction. I'll now be very specific when I'm telling somebody about the green bananas, because yes, they're green bananas that when they're ripe, their covering is still green.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That escaped me. So thank you so much for that, bro.
And salt in water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that's the best thing.
Miracles.
It works miracles.
Bro, I celebrate you on this channel.
Nowadays, I take salt with me. I go somewhere, somebody see me put a pinch of salt in water, wondering, is this guy sick or what? You know, there are some people who believe that salt is hypertensive.
Yeah.
It's like it will cause you high blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, whom we know that the secret behind salt and water, but many people are still misguided where we put salt in water.
Yeah.
And lemon in cold water. You know, I used to boil hot lemon. Nowadays, I do it in cold water.
Yeah, you don't kill the vitamin C.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, Doc, thank you very much. 20 kg is not. I'm having this weight. I had this weight in 2012.
Bro, you are celebrated.
That is 11 years. You brought me back to 11 years.
You are celebrated, and we are actually going to add you years. All of us have to hit the hand. What a century! We are going to hit that century, and we will still be here. We will still be here with good hearing, good eyesight, no medications, and we'll still spread the same gospel.
I was almost losing my eyesight.
Yeah.
I used to have problem when I go for eye check. They tell you need glasses,
but
now I tell them to hell with glasses because my sugar level were high. I had a combination of a complication of so many things: uric acid, cholesterol, sugar level, so much complicated. But now I'm doing fine. I feel lighter when I walk.
Yeah.
I do things that I never used to do. Erectile dysfunction gone.
Good.
I remember the last time I called you, I told you my wife is now happy.
Yes, you actually told us that.
Yeah.
Hey.
She's the most happiest person with this improvement.
Bro, and she'll be happier even more because she'll see you as young as she met you. From the day she saw you and she made a decision to be with you, you will go back to being that person.
Yeah, thank you very much. I encourage people, please follow the instructions that you are giving them. Losing 20 kg is not even come on Muzimbi, you know?
No.
Yeah, Muzimbi, no.
Man, I feel so proud of you, bro. I appreciate you for coming through. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I hope you keep doing the same things until we get to 70 kgs. We will be a superhuman, bro. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you very much, Doc.
Yeah. Those people with bad hearts will think we've paid these people to bring these testimonies here. Continue thinking that way as you suffer in your misery. These are people who are, can you imagine that? 20 kgs down. These are the people who kept on blaming the genes instead of fixing it. Thank you so much, Loben. They kept blaming the genes and family history. You know, my dad was fat. You know, my mother was hypertensive and diabetic. Gout is in our families and the genes. So it's always about God and the genes. God wanted me this way, the genes. Thank you, Richie. It has nothing to do with the genes. These are people who are rejuvenating their health. Anto, shukran sana for those gifts. Why don't you be part of that generation? Why don't you lead that healthy life? Hello, doctor. I started intermittent fasting 16/8 the last 2 months. 6 kgs down. Hey, this is Mercy Waseke. Is it Waseke or Washeke? Mercy started intermittent fasting 16/8 2 months ago. 6 kgs down. Free from arthritis pain. A mother of 6 and looking awesome. Thanks to this page. God bless you. God bless you too, Mercy. Again, we celebrate you. Thank you so much, Osike and Muson, for your appreciation and the gifts. John Maina, 4 weeks into keto, jogs 3 kilometers, hemorrhoids stopped popping out, no more red and tearless eyes, no longer hungry, can fast easily, do not choke when sleeping, list is endless, now busy recruiting friends. I mean, listen to this thing. And then you ask me why I do what I do. There is no pleasure than saving a life. Monetary benefit can come later, but there is no pleasure that is above saving human life. If somebody tells you such testimonies, if somebody comes on my why we do what we do. So I have about 10 people here. So I'm going to write these people down in that order. Then we finish that, we finish the session. So S and K, that is one, then Sergio, then Wonderful. So prepare yourself in that order. Then Prince Lionel, then Salome, then Anto Properties, then Adis, and then Jackie Kens. So that is the order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are 8 people that will finish this for us. So we'll start with Adis as we continue. So please prepare yourself and grace yourself for that. That is the order, and then we finish this up. So people on TikTok, don't be mean with those likes. Let's get to 100,000 just like we did yesterday. It's a pleasure to always have you. Thank you for those of you who are gifting us already. We appreciate those gifts. Inatusaidia sana. John Maina, karibu sana John Maina. Thank you for your testimony on YouTube, John Maina. Just read your testimony. It is very, very inspiring, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Yes, Adis. What is wrong with the disk? The internet with the disk is having problems. Adis is having problems. Adis, you can log out and come back again. We'll take you in because we already decided to take you in. So yeah, make sure you come in. Next has to be SNK. If your internet is lagging, just make sure you have fixed internet so that we can have these conversations.
Hey, Doc.
Hello. How are you? What's your name?
I'm Sarah.
You're Sarah.
Yes.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How was your day?
Very okay.
Your energy is so high. Talk to us.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah.
I remember calling you, I think a month or 2 ago,
Yeah.
and I told you about my kid's condition. He was, especially the firstborn, he was really coughing when I give him tea. I was used to giving him cocoa.
Yeah.
Cocoa, and of course, I had to put sugar.
Yeah.
And thereafter, he really used to cough and cough and cough.
Yeah.
And that's when I called you and explained everything. You told me to stop giving him sugar in any form.
Yeah.
Stop giving him wheat. And of course, I had stopped using the seed oil.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped immediately thereafter, in fact.
Yeah.
And my kids have really improved.
Mm-hmm.
Not even improving. They have stopped completely coughing.
Awesome.
And Yes, and the smaller one. Anytime I used to give them eggs, I used to give them boiled eggs. The smaller one used to have pimples, especially next to the ankle. Used to have a very big pimples.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was going on. And when I stopped the seed oil, wheat, my son eats eggs every day, a year and a half.
Hey.
And it's teenage.
Yes.
I can't imagine. And also,
Yeah.
I had told you on this chat that I'm having pimples around my chin whenever I eat eggs. And you told me to stop the seed oil, wheat, and everything. I stopped. Ooh, you can't imagine seeing my face.
Eating eggs.
I do not have a pimple. I stopped and I eat eggs every day.
Wow. we can sense the excitement and the energy in you.
Yes. And now, from 92 kgs to 78.
That is why we do what we do. Yeah. Not only have you saved yourself, you've saved the children's life. Yeah.
Wow. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to you. And also my eyesight. I used to have glasses.
Yeah.
It has been a month plus without glasses.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, right now. And my neighbor was like, Sarah, why aren't you wearing your glasses? Okay, they are the light glasses.
Yeah.
And why aren't you wearing your glasses? She has glasses on. Of course, wakorino wanajuananga na vilemba. So wakaniuliza, why aren't you wearing your glasses? Nikamwambia, hey, mi nimepona. Can I give you a secret?
Yeah.
I sent her the link. I saw her today and she was telling me, do you know I'm improving?
And that's how we are growing.
Yes. And you know, Doc, since I started changing, I've been trying to talk to people. You know, I've been talking like kasuku everywhere. Anytime I see someone akona shida, namuongelesha tu. And these guys, wanakuangalia, it's like you crazy, you pretending to know too much, but they don't know the facts about these things.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell them. I told another shosho, it's a grandma. Where I'm married, it's let's say it's the in-law, the grandma, the in-law grandma. I told her she has been on medicine, one after the other, and I gave her a list of how she should be eating. Move from what do you call this? Simple carbohydrates to complex, then totally keto. I told her to change her diet completely. You know, I called her and she couldn't pick my calls. I was like, surely, sure, do you want to die?
She wasn't believing you.
Yes, I don't know whether I should go there. I should plan and go there to visit to see whether she has really changed, or I don't know why she never picked my calls. I've also tried to talk to my mother-in-law. She's on type 2 diabetic medicine, high blood pressure, and the father-in-law. They don't want to change. Oh, I do not know. Okay, I'm planning now to give them your number, and for them to feel like it's a doctor, I'll tell them that you're charging 1,500. You need to send the money first, then they call you. For them to feel like I'm being treated, because I think they believe free information is fake information.
Yeah, they're actually wondering, what are you telling us? You're not a doctor. You know, they're actually thinking that way. Yeah, they're thinking, now this one is stressed and trying to lose weight. So she thinks we want to lose weight like her. No. And by the way, it's so hard for people to change from the norm. And the norm has always been carbohydrates, sugar, and then drugs. So the cycle is always the same. So even telling somebody who has ulcers to start fasting, it becomes a serious problem because they don't believe it.
True.
They're wondering, why are you denying me food? And those people who actually got an employment, they're thinking, now you want to deny us food. You want to deny me chapati, and I've studied hard to get this job. I'm working hard to get money to buy wheat flour. Why are you telling me not to eat chapati? Yet brown chapati is healthy. So let me eat my chapati, Buana. I can afford drugs.
I'm really praying hard that people can at least reach you. I mean, I don't know what's happening, that this information is not spreading as much as it's supposed to be, because this thing is really helping people. It's not a scam. It's right. 1 week, 2 weeks, and you see the changes.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, but let's hope as we continue sharing, people will get the facts and at least try to change the world.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Keep saving those lives, because you have now the power to change people's life. Do it willingly, do it for free.
Yes.
Let them just go with those who want to go with you. Those one who are resistant, let them see you change. They will again adapt. It is not by surprise that our YouTube channel is growing so fast. It's not by surprise. It's because people are getting the information and it's becoming so relevant to them this time, and they're wondering, why have we not been told these things earlier? Why is our doctors not hiding this information from us? So it's being relevant, and it's just a good time to be alive.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
sure,
thank you so much for sharing your story. Keep saving those babies.
Yeah, that's what I was saying that I wish I knew you before my dad died. He died of throat cancer, and maybe I could have done something, but may his soul continue resting in peace.
I'm glad his spirit sent you to us. So save your life. Thank you so much for coming through. Wow.
Thanks.
Wow. Hey. You people, you have a lot of information. I'm even surprised that we need now a whole year to share this story. Guy, man, come on. This is very interesting. So that was Allah. That was SMK. That is Sarah. Next is Sergio. Damn. So you guys had all these testimonies, but we were actually holding you from these testimonies. I'm glad that this idea came up. And it's just amazing. So there was something I've noted down. I wanted to, those people who were asking about herbs and the spices, eat those herbs, eat those spices, let them be organic. Don't go to the supermarket to buy spices. Let the spices be organic. Eat any spice. The only thing that we're changing here are the carbohydrate sources. So yeah, Sergio has disappeared. Next is Wonderful. Wonderful has disappeared. Prince, you're the next. This is interesting. Halima Hussein. Halima, thank you so much for always being around. My weight imekata. What do you mean my weight imekata, Halima? Are you saying that your weight has refused to go down, or your weight went down and then stagnated? Kindly just clarify that so that I can make it clear to you. Yes, Prince.
Yes, doctor.
How are you? Your voice is low and your mouthpiece is far away from your mouth, so I can hardly hear you. Kindly move near the mouthpiece. I am not hearing you, bro. You're very low, bro. Nobody is able to hear this gentleman.
I don't know whether you hear me.
I can hear you, but from a distance, bro.
What next? But it could be network issues. But
no, now I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
You can hear me.
Yes.
My testimony today is about the weight.
Mm-hmm.
I came across your video, and so far now it's like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
But from around 86 to 75.
Wow.
It's really doing wonders for me.
Bro, are you Ugandan?
Yes, please.
You are from Uganda, right?
Yes, doctor.
Wow. I wish you were not traveling and the background noise was a little down so that we can just share your story. But I just got your point. You said you moved from please repeat that again.
From 86 to 75.
Damn. In 2 months.
In 2 months.
Congratulations, Bila. If it was not for that noise, I would have loved to listen to your story. So don't worry. You travel to where you're going to. We already got your point. We celebrate you. We congratulate you for that. Keep doing what you're doing. If you get a chance to settle down and come back to our life tomorrow, we would like to hear your story also. So thank you so much for coming through.
Okay, then another thing.
Yes.
There's a colleague who has actually his chronic hepatitis B. So we would love to hear about any modification to go through.
What we should do is for him, there is my contact on my bio. Okay.
Yes, doctor.
Use that contact on my bio to reach to my WhatsApp, and then use my WhatsApp to contact me. So introduce yourself on that WhatsApp, and then share your story. I'll respond to you promptly. Okay.
Okay, doctor.
Yeah, because there's a deeper thing about it. So you use that contact on my bio, get to my WhatsApp, and we'll have a conversation.
Okay, doctor.
Good. That gentleman is traveling. That's a good one. That's a good one. About 11 kgs down in 2 months. Wanja Kanyue. My testimony today is a 78-year-old chronic kidney disease patient on dialysis, blood pressure, gout, etc. Stopped the simple carbohydrates, and we noted a decline in creatine levels from 516 to 460. Also, no gout complaints though high urea. Please listen to this. Hey, we started the journey for this one also. This one is a kidney disease patient or client. My testimony today. So this is Wanja Kanyue on YouTube, trying to share her experience. My testimony today is a 78-year-old CKD patient, CKD to mean chronic kidney disease patient, on dialysis, blood pressure, and gout. Stopped the simple carbohydrates, and we noted a decline in creatine levels from 516 to 460. Also, no gout complaints, though high urea. Yes, Wanja, thank you so much, which I believe you can help us address. Yes, now understand this. First things first, you are doing a great job. You will save that person's life. Keep doing what you're doing. Now, number two, if they're on dialysis, you can basically deny them salt, because dialysis means their kidneys are in end stage. Okay, stage 4 and stage 5, that is a problem. So you can deny them salt. But gout is an exit problem and not an intake problem. So the reason why her urea and maybe also uric acid levels can be high in blood, because uric acid is not a problem. The reason why urea is high is because of one, having failing kidneys also indicates a failure in the liver. And the liver is the one that breaks down that urea to give you the one that you excrete through urine. So the kidneys are the ones that are supposed to excrete this urea or even the uric acid. But since the kidneys are compromised, then definitely the levels of urea and uric acid will start to rise, because these two, their problem is not an intake problem, but an exit problem. So the kidneys are the exit. So since they have problems, we will see this. But if you stop this patient from sugar, from seed oils, from carbohydrates in general, and then take them on fat diet and vegetables, you can limit also the protein, because protein are excreted through the kidneys in form of ammonia and stuff. So you limit that. So you put them on fat diet, vegetable diet, and then you limit on the protein. And then you can give them an avocado as the only fruit. All others have to go. That is the appropriate diet for these people to recover, so that we protect their kidneys and then help them rejuvenate, so that we protect their liver, so help them rejuvenate. So once you clear the fatty liver, once you heal from the kidneys, now we can start introducing fatty protein in large amounts, slow by slow, and then we start introducing all other foods. So for now, fats, vegetable diet, and basically what? Low salt intake, okay, because of the kidney issues. So Wanja, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And I know it's hard to get them off the carbohydrates immediately. So already you've taken them off the simple and processed carbohydrates. I'm certain that you're on complex carbohydrates, but now start limiting the carbohydrates also, so that, because sugar is killed, the sugar through insulin resistance kills the kidneys. So once you reverse insulin resistance, kidneys start to rejuvenate, the liver starts to rejuvenate, and we help these people heal from kidney problems. Doc, is pig fats as good as beef tallow? Yes, animal fats are healthy. That is what we call lard. Pork lard. It's called pork lard. Pork lard. So next is Salome. After Salome is Anto and then Jackie. So we are almost winding up, okay? Thank you so much for your testimonies. Thank you so much for sticking around for all the 2 hours, 9 minutes. It's amazing. TikTok, I will not stop until we get to 100,000 likes. That's what we want. We've been here for the longest period of time, so make it happen. Yes, Salome. Hello, Salome. What is happening to Salome? Salome, kindly come back. Please request to come back as we talk to Anto Properties. Obuso Singer is asking, Wasike, any WhatsApp group join? Wasike, I hope you saw that comment. This coming month, we might, okay, I think we'll run a WhatsApp group that also will help people with diabetes and hypertension concurrently.
Good evening, Doc.
Good evening, Anto. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine, bro. How was the day?
Mine was fine. I'm doing well.
Yes, talk to us, bro.
First of all, thank you for the good job you are doing.
Yeah, I appreciate, bro.
I came across your videos here on TikTok about 3 months ago.
Okay.
I had started my weight loss earlier before, but I was very, very much unable to lose weight.
Yeah.
Until I came here, learned a few things here and there, knew what to stop doing and what to eat and what not to eat.
Yeah.
And I can comfortably say that from 101 kgs,
yes,
in the last 3 months, I'm now at 90, 11 kgs down.
What a day to be alive.
11 kgs down, Doc. 11 kgs down.
No drugs, no surgery.
No drugs, no surgery, just the diet and exercise.
Bro, what a day to be alive, to witness this.
I think I could have lost more kgs if I had no misses, because I'm making some mistakes here and there.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm out on work.
Yes.
But I'm trying to, I'm doing my best. I can say I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
Because also the fasting has really helped me. I try and do my meal at least not any time before 8 p.m. And my breakfast not any time before 11 or 12.
Awesome, yes.
Each and every day.
Good.
So that I can be able to clear my messes.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro, this is so encouraging.
Very, very encouraging. You know, I had a problem with gastritis.
Yeah.
Kwa gari dawa, kwa nyumba dawa, ushago, omeprazole, nini. Everywhere I go, niko na dawa full time. I can tell you comfortably that issue of gas is gone.
Bro, just like that.
Just like that. The heartburns are gone.
Yeah.
The gouts are gone. I had a problem with my gouts. They were going and coming back, going and coming back. Remember one time I went to a doctor and I wachana na nyama choma.
The usual things. Yeah, the usual things. Wachana nyama choma itakupea purines na uric acid.
wachana na nyama choma ndio inakuharibu na wachana na taska. So I was thinking, taska hapo ni sawa, nyama imekuwa na shida gani?
Yeah, mbona Masai hawana gout?
My question has been that,
yeah.
And coincidentally I live in Maasai land. Na sijaiona mmoja amelemewa ati gout. I've never seen one.
Lakini sasa sisi tusikule nyama. Sawa?
Sisi tusikule nyama. I had this issue with my grandmother.
Yeah.
She has been diabetic for so long. Around 18, 19 years.
Yeah.
So I went to Shago and tried to talk to them, especially my auntie who lives with her. They were dissing me and asking me, at which time and point did you become a doctor? Now I'm trying to give prescription here. What should be done and what should not be done.
Yeah.
So you know much more than the doctors.
I wish they knew.
I was trying to tell them, at a certain time she had kidney failure.
Pole.
And it took a toll on us. You know, these things you learn by the day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you on how this condition can be reversed and improved. You know, they said,
yeah.
And I'm trying to tell them, this thing is reversible.
Yeah.
If you do A, B, C, and D.
Simple.
They can't listen to me. They can't, and they won't listen to me. At a certain time, I met a friend of mine. Akaniambia, hey, kijana, kwani uko na shida, umetupa kilo?
Yeah, no shida. Haoni benefits.
Kama umekuwa mgonjwa. Kamuuliza, no, I'm very much okay and I'm very healthy.
Yeah.
Ananiambia, why have you lost so many kgs? Naona hata umetaki nishati lakini.
We are not seeing the result of your wealth.
My result. Tumbo ya kuitwa mheshimiwa hakuna. It's gone.
Hey, one day people will understand that being fat is not a sign of wealth.
It's not a sign of wealth. Actually, I was trying to introduce a number of my friends.
Yeah.
And one of them told me, unajua uko na shida za mwili, usiwache kutuweka kwa shida zako bwana.
Usitutese because of your problems.
Wewe kama unateseka peke yako, pambana huko.
Wacha si tufike hapo pale kuna shida, then we will join you, but for now let us eat our money.
Exactly the same way you are saying it.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same way you told me. Aliniambia, hiyo shida ikitupata tutakufikia tu uko mbele, but for now hapana.
You know, it's interesting. It's interesting that most people need to reach to a point where they are hit financially, physically, or psychologically with a condition, and at that moment in time is when they start listening. And that moment in time is too late, bro. You know, the sessions of dialysis, like 10,000 every session for 3 times a week. That is 30 Gs in a week. How about a month? How about a year? How much money is that?
You can imagine, but people won't listen.
It is so sad.
I had gastritis, I had pressure, and I remember one time telling my doctor, I was a pressure. I'm too young to start doing that.
Yeah.
Now I'll have to chat you on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
There's some results I'm getting tomorrow from a hospital. I want to share them with you so that you can advise.
Kindly do that.
I'll share with you so that we now say it's no longer about the health; it's about the health business.
Yeah, sure. When they turned health into an industry, that's where we went wrong.
It is an empire run by who is in this world.
Thank God
to make money out of poor people.
Thank God we have the information
no
already.
idea what they're talking about.
So you do this. You share those results tomorrow. And then I will schedule a
Yes.
conversation with you so that we get to the base of everything. Now you'll be able to understand every single result that you get. You'll also be able to understand what next now.
I can attest to you, Dr. So many things in my life and body has changed.
Yeah.
Even the way I think, the way I do things, the way I feel personally. Nasikia tu, yani, you have a feeling that you're healthy.
Yeah, there's some order.
Yeah. You just feel that, hey, I'm very okay nowadays. I'm focusing on the things I'm doing. I had a prescription of glasses.
Yeah.
I don't even need them.
The eyesight is back.
The eyesight is back. I don't need them. I actually had a problem with my wife.
Yeah.
Trying to rearrange my kitchen. And dear Sasa, what are you trying to do here? And I'm here now. Before you know what I'm doing,
yeah,
you just play your part, pick mara mbili. Tengeneza hii, mimi nitakula hii.
Yeah.
You want us to cook with ghee? Yes, that is what I want.
Yeah. She can't believe it.
Yes. You want us to stop taking ugali? Ugali is poisonous.
Yeah.
But until you know what I'm telling you, or learn what I'm trying to teach you, you won't.
Yeah.
And your diet is somehow working.
Mm-hmm.
And namwambia, you go to the supermarket, include my groceries.
Yeah.
And remember eggs in plenty.
Yeah.
Because I at least my meal nowadays, my main meal, which I can say, my main meal has been eggs and fatty meat.
Simple.
And the greens.
Nutrient-dense foods over balanced diets.
Yes. Me, I do a lot of eggs, a lot of fatty meat, and a bit of greens, and I'm very okay.
I put up a picture yesterday on my platforms that had four fried scrambled eggs, 2 boiled eggs, fish fillets. You saw it, right?
Yes, I did.
Plus the vegetables. And trust me, three nutritionists came in my inbox telling me that is too much protein. And then the weird part is the 3 are super obese. So I was wondering, they have not been eating too much protein, in quotes, and they have not lost weight. So who is doing the wrong thing here? Because how much is too much? And what is the problem with me eating too much protein that they're labeling it? So why is it that you've not been eating this protein, yet you are obese? So how can you even dictate to me that this is too much, yet you are unable to fix your own?
You have a problem that you don't want to solve, and you're busy telling someone else is too much protein.
Yeah, you want to dictate what I eat, and your plate, you're still telling people to eat this size of ugali, you're still telling people moderate this, and you are super obese. Seated there, you can't walk 10 meters. You drive around 15 meters, you're driving. You cannot breathe. It is hard for you to breathe, and you're dictating to me how I should breathe. I rest my case.
You know, there is one person I met who is my good friend.
Yeah.
And I was telling him about and each and every time we meet, I always tell people, even my friends, kindly stop taking sugar. Sugar is the enemy. Sugar is not sugar. Sugar is poison. When you take sugar, just tell yourself, I've taken some poison in me. You would.
Yeah.
I am here. Hey, Sikuizi, you talk like a doctor. I'm here until the day you mess your bodies.
Yeah.
That's the day you are going to learn.
And you will actually remember me.
Yeah. Stop doing sugar. even if you can't quit everything at a go.
Yeah.
Kindly stop doing sugar and stop doing wheat.
Simple.
The rest, at least the rest, you know, I had a very terrible allergy. Nikiamka asubuhi, nimefungana dog, and sneezing everywhere. Even before I get to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Na sneeze. Oh, what's the problem? That one is also gone.
Yeah. Antihistamines all over.
Histamine all over. I had even some nose drops.
Naeka
kwa mapua niache kufungana.
Early
in the morning, mimi nimefungana kabisa until around 8-9.
Yeah.
Ndio na mapua yangu inafunguka.
Now at that moment in time, the blame is always on the cold weather, the cold shower, the bed sheets, and there's all these excuses. Diet is exempted.
Yeah? Let me tell you, you are God sent.
I appreciate you, bro.
This has really changed my life.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you for coming through and sharing your story.
I can just attest to people here that it's not, you either take food as your medicine, or medicine as your food.
Period.
Not yeah?
Period. Either or.
You don't have a choice here. You eat food as your medicine or medicine as your food.
Yeah.
Not to worry about it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daktari. I'm happy.
I can even close it at this moment in time. Now I feel so proud to be a doctor, man.
Thank you very much, Doc. I'm very happy.
You're welcome, sir.
I'll talk to you tomorrow morning on WhatsApp, then I'll share the results at around 11, 12.
No problem.
Thank you, Daktari.
Awesome. This, man. You guys are joking. Let me tell you. I read a statement to you guys, and I'll still repeat it until it gets into your head. For the doctors in the room, mistakes in diagnosis are more likely to result from not looking enough than not knowing enough. That was statement number 1. Statement number 2, because I just saw somebody who posted here about WHO guidelines and their shenanigans. Listen to this. Clinical reasoning is replaced by following a practice guideline from one prescribed information to another, and a diagnosis means a number with digits. So diagnosis just means money. So doctors have replaced their reasoning with guidelines. Your doctor cannot even think outside the box. It's always about, the guidelines say, WHO says, and WHO is a sponsored organization. One of the organizations that basically, let me talk about that. But the reality is guidelines. These are the guidelines. These are the new vaccines in town. These are the new whatever. We are done with the cholera vaccine. Now, the next we are going for, I saw malaria vaccine. Now we'll go everything, a divorce vaccine. We'll go to something else. So there is always a vaccine for every condition that you're suffering from. Chaos vaccine, even we'll have Mandamano vaccine. So everything has a vaccine nowadays. So sad, but true. So sad, but true. Last person is Jackie. Let's finish it up with Jackie as we close it down. So we'll have vaccines for everything. Everything will be a vaccine. Hosea and then Mabina. So those two will finish it up for us. Waiwa, Hosea, and Mabina. Who is this? This is Jackie. Jackie has been here for quite some time. Yes, El Nino vaccine. Now El Nino is coming, so we need a vaccination for El Nino so that when it comes, you are able to handle it. You can fight it. And I saw the clip for El Nino vaccine and it was hilarious. So you can imagine that was actually the representation of the nation, that nobody wants those vaccines, but they will be given to you anyway. That gentleman was almost killing that doctor for that doctor. Thank you, doctor. I knew you 1 month ago, followed advices for weight loss. Now I'm 85 kgs, down from 96 kgs. This is Edwin Mayebe. I knew you a month ago, followed advices for weight loss. Now I'm 85 kgs, down from 96. I couldn't eat fish, eggs, or meat cause lazima nipate boils. Doctor advised kuachana nazo, but saa hii nakula yote na hakuna boils. This is a win from this gentleman, Edwin Mayebe. Protein allergy is a myth. Nobody deserves to get protein allergies. Eat those eggs in plenty. The only things that you need to drop is the wheat product, the sugar, and the seed oils. Any ideas on how to heal esophageal stomach cancer stage 4? Zeta Jones. At stage 4, you need medical care. But for dietary modification, cancer survives on sugar, which is basically glucose, and glutamine, which is an amino acid. You cannot avoid glutamine, but you can avoid glucose. So if you're a cancer patient, or if you're intending to prevent yourself from getting cancer, go on a carbohydrate-free diet. No carbohydrate for cancer patients so that you starve the cancer cells from glucose. Number 2, fasting is very necessary for cancer patients. Prolonged periodic fastings. So they have to do 48-hour fast every weekend. Very healthy for them because fasting gives cancer ketone bodies because it burns fat to give you ketone bodies. And ketone bodies, the cancer cells don't know how to utilize ketone bodies, but your cells know how to utilize it as energy. Therefore, if you fast, you're denying cancer cells glucose. You're also giving them ketone bodies, which they don't know how to utilize. And ketone bodies will start killing that cancer. Okay, so go into fasting, go to clean keto. Serious fasting, 48-hour fast every weekend. Then go to, what else? Serious, go to healthy keto, zero carbs diet. Go to fasting, 48-hour fast every weekend. Go to zero sugar, drop those seed oils, and drop all carbohydrates. It's that simple. Start cooking your meals with animal fats, the ghee, the tallow, and whatever. What is it? What's the other one? The ghee, tallow, and lard, and also coconut oil. So Edwin, that is for you. No, that's not for Edwin. That is for Zeta Jones. Where did this one go to? Where did she go to? She's been here for quite some time. Why would she do that? How would she disappear? Come on. You can't do that. Are dairy products good for you? Milk is for babies and calves. Let it be so. You can use ghee. You can use butter. You can use cheese. All the rest, let them go. Let me go for Waiwa Hosea. Why is your name confusing me? Waiwa Hosea, and then the last one will be Mabim. And then we finish it. Hosea.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yes. I'm fine, Dr. How are you?
I'm doing good. Talk to us.
This channel?
Yes.
Before I landed to you one of your clips.
Yeah.
I developed a baker's cyst on my right knee.
Yeah.
And my weight was quite wanting. I was weighing 139.
Wow.
So the doctor I met told me that I have to get ways of reducing my weight. But looking at me, he told me, of course, quick fix.
Yeah.
We have to do the gastro something. So I say the bypass, all those things.
Yeah.
So I'm not that person who will just go with the fast, especially something to do with operation. So I consulted a few of my friends and my dad.
Yeah.
So my dad told me no. He just told me don't do those things. Just try and ration your food.
Yeah.
I then went to some company. I don't know whether to mention the name, but I bought a whole sack of these supplements. The big thing.
Yeah,
So
the
they told
beer
me
guys.
that, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they told me that I'm gonna cut a bit of weight, but I took the things and they were not working. So by now I began now to sink into like depression, you know, because first insomnia was a thing of the present.
Yeah.
And as I was now contemplating now what will happen, because even like in my house, I stay in a mansion, so like going upstairs, I have to stop in the middle of the stairs to take a breather. You understand?
Yeah.
I love wearing heels, so I stopped wearing heels. So I was like, wow, my life is crashing. So one time, I don't know, I lost my husband not quite long ago. So I got a panic attack.
Sorry about that.
And the pressure now started going high. And I never used to have pressure. What? So when I was told about the pressure now, I was told I would be taking those drugs for life.
Yeah.
I said, now I'm going to enroll in a gym. So as I was now thinking, now God, what next? I landed now on one of your clips, and you were talking about dropping sugars and fasting.
Yeah.
And wheat. And those, you know, like on my daily, hey, these things like we like doing at this. Hey, I wish you'd meet me then. I would tell people, if I don't take coke, ile asira ni inanipata. You know the way you preach it. So you come to my fridge, yani ungekosa coke, I would take Coca-Cola, the 2 liter on a daily basis. Hey, so I dropped everything. So I started having those mild headaches, but I would follow everything that you're saying.
Yeah.
So I would leak. When I went to the hospital now, when the pressure went high, I was told no salt, no nonsense, those things. So me, I followed what you said completely. Believe it or not, from 139 to one. Right now I'm 122. I can be on my heels. I've dropped sugars completely. I've dropped wheat.
Yeah.
You look at me, I'm already, my shape has come back. It's called hourglass kind of a shape. And I'm feeling very confident.
Congratulations.
Ile kuhema nilikuwa ninahema. Yeah, kuhema imeisha. So what I can encourage those who maybe are watching now, that this thing is for real. Me, I would do it, and I was just doing it just to say, Sasa mimi I've tried everything. Nimejaribu hizi the supplements, easy my quick fix, easy the slimming tea, the slimming gel,
the concoctions.
Good my concoction, oh Jesus Christ. But just to say that to me you're a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
I lost my mom through diabetes.
Pole.
And I've been very, very keen with this. I have been talking about it to a few of my friends. I've even told them to join. I've seen 2 here already. And I want them to change because if they've seen, you know, mine, hata nilikuwa nimepoteza shingo. I didn't have a neck, nilikuwa imeingia ndani. So now I even have a neck. Can you imagine?
In science, we used to call it cephalothorax. You feel?
I lost my neck. Now I have a neck. I am so happy. I just thank God for you.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing is good, and I know you'll be blessed. You'll be blessed because of a few of us.
Thank you so much for passing by. This is just awesome. I want you to continue doing that because I want you to go below 100 kgs. You will do it. It's very possible. It's very doable. Since you've already lost this much weight, that tells your body is already adapting. So do not give up. Do not even think about the noise.
Yes.
Just focus. Keep pushing yourself. And then you don't need motivation. What you need is discipline. Push yourself.
Yes.
Push yourself to the limit. You'll do it. You'll be actually the first person to be diabetic free in that family.
Asante.
Yeah, and you'll save others also. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much, Doc.
Congratulations. Good vibes here. Good vibes. Allah. The last one has to be because we need to wrap it down. Don't worry, we will do this again. Thank you. I'll go, the only person on standby. And she was the last person on standby, and then she just disappeared like that. Why would you do that to us? Why would you do that to us? We wanted you to lock it down for us. Anyway, anywho, thank you so much. Let me see if there's a question that I need to clear. Treatment for chronic fatigue. Start resting. Start resting. Start walking barefoot. Fix your diet. Fatigue will disappear. Fatigue is not a disease. Fatigue is a symptom. Dokta, wewe ni deadly kabisa. Asante, asante pia nawe. Nashukuru sana kwa hiyo vote of confidence. So let me make a summary of what you should eat if you want to lead a healthy life. If at all you are not obese, you are just slightly overweight and you want to lose that weight and then maintain a normal BMI, you can do complex carbohydrates. The sweet potatoes, the arrowroots, the butternuts, the green bananas, basically the plantain, aka matoke. I'll be clear on that. And then the beans. You can do this once in a while. You can combine that with every form of protein, just make it fatty protein. Then combine that with all types of vegetables, make them organic. Also combine that with all types of spices, just let them be organic. The best way to detoxify your system is to take cabbage juice. Don't detoxify your system using any other thing. The best detox agent, there's no gel that will detoxify your system, there's no suspension, there's no syrup. The best way to detox your liver is through taking cabbage juice. Very healthy, and also fasting. Those two. Now, don't overeat. Just make sure there's a gap between your meals. 16-8 intermittent fasting is the best. First meal at noon, the next meal at 6:30 to 8:30. In between, no snacking. Take salt, take water, the drinking water, add a pinch of salt. Enjoy it. And then you can do a prolonged periodic fast once in a while. Maybe a 24-hour fast every weekend and a 48-hour fast every twice monthly. Okay, so every after 2 weeks. That will be perfect health for you. So you're only doing the processed carbohydrates. Nothing that is packaged and advertised in the supermarket is healthy for you. If it is advertised, you are the product. So stay away from foods from the supermarket. If you walk into a supermarket, the only thing that you're going to buy is ghee, a tissue paper, salt. Those are the three things that you can buy. Okay, so that is how you fix your diet. And then drop that cooking oil. The cooking oil that you're using right now, if it's not ghee, if it's not coconut oil, if it's not tallow, the beef fat, if it's not the pork lard, if it's not the sheep, the lamb tail, or the ram tail, ile mkia kondoo, just know you're using the wrong fats. Animal fats are the healthy ones. Don't buy any product that is written on 100% or 0% cholesterol and vegetable oil. That is a marketing strategy. Do not fall for that. Morning breakfast is the most useless meal of the day. Do not take it. Push your breakfast all the way to midday. So you're eating at 12 noon as your first meal of the day. You're eating at 6:30 to 8:30, your last meal of the night, of the day, sorry. That is how you survive. If you're on any drugs for diabetes, hypertension, you need to start dropping those drugs. If you're on any drugs for ulcers, the omeprazoles, the antacids, the gels, the suspensions, and the kits, it's high time you drop them. Drop them and start fixing your gut through fasting, taking salt, and eating healthy keto, basically protein diets, diets that are rich in protein but zero carbohydrates. Drop sugar, drop wheat products, drop seed oils. Those are the three major culprits. Once you drop this, you fix your stomach, you fix your whole system. Understand that there's no protein allergies. That is just wheat causing you problems. So drop it. Don't eat any wheat product, whether it has gluten or is written on gluten-free. You cannot be that stupid to be lied to that is gluten-free. Leave it aside. So this what I just told you is basic way of fixing every condition, be it inflammation, be it gastritis, be it the metabolic syndrome, diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and stuff. Use that method to fix your health. Okay, so let me finish up here. Let's see. I tried what you have taught us. That is Arinatwe Andrew. I tried what you have taught us, and all the skin pimples have gone. I have good skin. I tried to take wheat products and sugars. Immediately the pimples came back. I have dropped all that completely. Yes, the body is not stupid. The body was designed perfectly. I'm doing these talks waiting for those people from TikTok to get to 100,000 likes. So the body is designed perfectly. And the reason why the body is designed perfectly is because it understands that at some point it will mess up. So if you drop wheat products, seed oils, and sugar completely, and then one day you'd be tempted to eat a cake or that chapati, you will suffer the consequences. The body will punish you severely by getting those skin eruptions. Some will get even severe acne. Some will vomit. Some will severely constipate. And this actually is an indicator that you've been doing the right things and now you've done one wrong thing. So the body does not care. Just like a relationship. You can be in a relationship for 3 years, do all the best things, but one mistake in the relationship completely. The body acts that way. You can do 7 years of healthy eating, then one day you eat chapati and the body punishes you so badly. So stay woke. Okay. When will you talk about ulcerative colitis? I've talked about all inflammatory conditions on my YouTube channel, Carol. Just look for inflammation, and also you can look for what the video that is called reversing metabolic syndrome. You can also look for gut fix. There's a video that is labeled gut fix. Those are the videos that are talking about ulcerative colitis, inflammation in the system, and how to reverse it. What about vinegar? Enjoy your apple cider vinegar when you're fasting. In your fasted state, enjoy apple cider vinegar. We are also dropping commercial toothpastes. So if you're using those commercial toothpaste, whether they are herbal or not herbal, please drop them. They have high preservatives, the parabens. They also have high content of fluoride, which is basically causing you teeth problems. Dental fluorosis is a very serious problem, and you think that they are there to help you to clear cavities. They will cause you cavities. They are also absorbed in the mouth, and they will cause you problems with your liver. So avoid those commercial toothpaste. Start using salt, activated charcoal, or bicarbonate soda. Dilute it and use it. Yes, use salt, and you can try that tonight. Just use salt to brush your teeth tonight and see if tomorrow you wake up with a full smile. You'll never. Those people who enjoy having sex in the morning and kissing in the morning, you have now a solution. Good. Salt is salt, whether raw or cooked. It is sodium chloride. If you want to gain other benefits from salt, you can use Himalayan salt or the Celtic salt, but salt is salt as long as it has iodine and sodium chloride. So enjoy the salt. So yeah, we are at 4,000. So I think I'll finish it up on YouTube, and yeah. So again, once again, thank you so much for being part of us. Those of you who have sent us tokens, those of you who have sent us super chats, those of you who have sent us gifts, those of you who have been here for the last 2 hours, 46 minutes, we appreciate you. Those of you who have liked our videos, commented, shared our information, shared our channel, we appreciate you. If you're on TikTok and you've not visited our YouTube channel, it is the Health and Wellness Spot. Again, there's another mini library on Telegram that is called Health and Wellness Spot. Download Telegram, update it, head and search for Health and Wellness Spot on Telegram. You will learn a lot of information from that channel. You'll also find a network of people who share their stories there. So be part of that generation, be part of the healthy nation. That is the Chile King nation. So be part of that. Health and Wellness Spot on all platforms, Telegram and YouTube. So go there, subscribe, and make sure you share our content. I understand the algorithms of YouTube can be skewed to just suppress such information. But what you do is, the best thing you can do to us is go and subscribe and share our content. Okay? And once we grow, and I'm not surprised that we're growing that fast. So as we keep on growing that fast, we will change so many lives. Take those phones from your friends, subscribe, like those videos. Let us grow bigger so that we can make a bigger impact on different people. Above all, thank you so much for being part of us. I appreciate you on YouTube. Have a good night. See you again tomorrow, same time. We have another live tomorrow, same time at 8 p.m. East African time until this time. So be part of that and see you tomorrow.